From the great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher. Our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. And our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission, to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them, and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team.
Welcome to the Garage Heroes in Training podcast. I'm going to be one of the hosts for this episode. My name is Bill. Who else is hosting?
It's tradition to do Vicki first. Let's go.
I'm Vicki.
And then I guess I'll go. I'm Jeff from the Everyone Races podcast.
And all right, sure, I'll go since I'm Josh from nothing.
And I'm Alex.
The number one Michael Fassbender fan on the planet.
We know. There's one more left.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah. And I'm Benny from the beautiful state of New Jersey.
The Jets. Benny,
yeah.
and the Jets.
Nah, I hate the Jets, but
I was doing
the football team.
He was doing the
song.
Elton John song, man.
I was doing Elton John song for you. I knew you weren't a big Jets fan. That's okay. It's all right. But we can't have anybody from your pleasant place of work know that because they are. Anyway. Very well. It's been a while. We are for those of you who tune in to your podcast for racing, this is probably one you want to skip. We are going to be doing Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse and the Flash movie. And
this is for those of you who are just tuning in. We do these WOOTs. Explain what the WOOT is, Bill.
Way off our topic. So we are.
That's right.
We are committing a black flag. We are off track. We are in the grass, all four wheels. We will not be spoiling any racing results, but we will be spoiling both of these movies and probably several others. So anything related to Spider-Man's on the base, anything related to Spider-Man Universe is on base, anything related to Flash and DCU is on base, as sad as that may be, but very well. So Benny, you didn't get a chance to do the last one with Guardians. Alex, were you on?
Nope, I missed it too.
All right, so let's get the family thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy real quick.
I thought it was amazing. It was almost as good as the first one. Wow. Almost. It was right there.
You know what? It was a good ending. It was a good happy ending.
He had the same opinion as he had of 1 and 2, and I think I'm definitely I don't come in that high. I think it was a great conclusion. I loved it. I'd probably rank it. I'd still rank it third of the three, but I did think it was a great conclusion in the grand scheme of things. Marvel Pantheon. I think it's definitely up there. The music takes it up a further notch.
The music was awesome.
Yeah, the music's amazing, and I also like the fact that James Gunn is adventurous. He's willing to take on characters that other people normally wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. He did kind of, skew a little, especially with the High Evolutionary. In the comics, he's definitely more of a paternal character who, he thinks he's doing the right thing, but he's not. Whereas here, he was definitely a megalomaniac and just totally psychotic. But still, yeah.
No, you'd really rank this third, bro. I mean, you got to think for men that are painted in gold and animals, hybrids with machines, and all that weird stuff.
I mean,
what did I tell you? So I love the fact that he was willing to tackle Earth 2. Or Other Earth. But the characters all look like rejects from a Star Wars movie.
That okay. I'll give it
Sure,
to you. That was
sure.
right.
But I push the red button to talk to the red suit. No, you don't push the red button to talk to the red suit. You push the blue button. Red is everybody. Come on.
And yeah,
That makes total
Betty.
sense.
Please stop.
Betty,
Okay.
Betty, although you were right, you can't help but deny that the portrayal of the High Evolutionary, even if you haven't read the comics, was pretty good.
I thought it was.
Oh,
awesome,
it was. It was. No,
it was
the actor
really good.
did a great job. It was different, but it felt right in the context of this movie.
Yeah, it was. He did such a good job that after
it was good.
When his agent saw the trailer, his agent could not talk to him for like 2 days straight afterwards. Because I don't know if I should look at you the same afterwards.
And you know what else I like?
A sign of a good villain, right?
Yeah. That he has no redeeming qualities. You just hate him. Just like Jack Horner from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's clear he has no redeeming qualities. You're just meant to hate him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack Horner.
However,
that's from Boogie Nights. No,
Different
dude.
Jack Horner.
But there's a Jack Horner.
Oh.
Yeah. That movie was.
Trust me, my
amazing.
14-year-old has not seen Boogie Nights. Okay, everybody.
I was gonna say, whoa,
He turns 15 in about 7 days. All right, give him a chance.
Wait, 7 days?
I was like, wow, man, that's
4 days. Sorry,
young watching Boogie Nights.
No, I'm talking about a DreamWorks movie.
I gotcha.
So moving on.
Anyone from New Jersey Division of Protection Services, let me say officially, my son has not seen Boogie Nights.
So moving on from Roller Girl, let's go to obviously the next thing we talk about is Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. Jeff went to school for radio production. Is that a segue that qualifies, or
100%?
Natural segue from Roller Girl to Spider.
Roller Girl to Spiderverse? Yep. I mean, that's like a classic. They used to do that on Johnny Carson. No problem. Anyway, that was a detour there, boy. So we missed Across the Spiderverse because we had more scheduling conflicts, and then Vicki and I had a race that got all consuming, and probably more than all consuming, and so we never got to do Spiderverse. So who would like to go back a couple of weeks and do the quick summary of Spiderverse for all those listening, just to make sure we're all on the same page?
I will.
Okay.
But basically, a quick review of Spiderverse is that this is basically just imagine everything that's good from Into the Spider-Verse and then bump it up to 100. And then with amazing stories, amazing characters, cliffhanger almost as good as Infinity War. And yeah.
You want to mention anything about the story?
Okay.
Two sentences about the story. Go on.
All right. So main story is just basically the depiction of, oh, come on, why aren't I on the lunch table with all the cool kids? Basically, Miles is just trying to get into the Spider Society with Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, the comics, basically just saying, nuh-uh. So. Okay.
Well, I think we got a good feel for what Josh thinks about the show. Got a little out of sequence there, buddy, but it was good.
That's right.
All right, Father Wakeman, what are you thinking?
What am I thinking about the show, or what am I?
The show.
The movie itself. So I loved it. I mean, we've all mentioned before that I have recency bias, and I always love the movie just as I walk out. But I will say that the cold opening, I don't know how many minutes it was, 7-8 minutes. The Gwen, what Earth is that? Does anybody know the numbers?
There's disagreement on the numbers.
I can't name
it off my
head.
The Gwen
or
world.
Something. Yeah.
We'll just call it Gwen World.
Yeah.
The cold opening of Gwen World before the credits was absolutely high art. The sound, the fury, the pastel watercolors, the building of the drums, absolutely amazing. I literally, when the Marvel logo went across the screen, I looked at Josh and I said, "This might be the best MCU movie ever."
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
and we'll get to that answer shortly. Miss
Hold on.
Vicky. Oh, sorry,
know,
Josh.
I really liked how we kind of went into a deeper character build, especially on Gwen, and the fact that we are dancing a lot with DC with the multiverse in general.
DC or
Um,
Marvel?
I'm sorry. Oh, Marvel. I'm sorry. Taking a deeper dive into that, which is pretty incredible how it's just kind of playing off all of it. And then dancing in between the different universes, which is kind of amazing. The storyline was definitely had heartfelt moments, which was really good. But I think that as they build this particular version of Spider-Man in this version of anime, would you call it?
Animation. 'Cause there's
Animation.
about 9 different,
Animation.
Right.
yeah, 20 different kinds of animation.
Right. It truly is amazing just the artisticness that goes into it. I thought it was a fabulous movie, had great storytelling. Um uh, I I loved it.
Benny, Alex, where are you guys at?
Well, I mean, what you said about the animation, this movie has, from the first one into the Spider-Verse, right? It's completely redefined how every studio is animating now, right? I mean, obviously, Puss in Boots was like a resounding success, and it one of the best parts about it was that it fused that art style,
Is,
right?
is this the second Puss in Boots reference
I know.
of the show?
Yeah,
We're like 10
yeah,
minutes in.
Well,
second
yes.
second one, definitely. But it bears mentioning because it was a great movie,
There
right?
better not be a
But
character
Amazing.
named the Colonel in Puss in Boots.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't
it
get
could
it.
be. It could be that Across the Spider-Verse wanted to give a nod by having, Spider Cat in there, right? So
Oh.
you never know.
Well,
Oh,
Spider.
all the different version of Spider.
Well-
That was just so entertaining. We're going to be revisiting that movie over and over and over again in just our research, just to
Absolutely.
see all of the different kinds of Spider-Mans they threw in there. That was a freaking amazing.
Well, honestly,
Now, one benefit that I did get that I don't know if everybody else here got it, because Alex did complain about the length of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
too short.
Bro,
Was that the
bro,
problem? I could have sat
no,
there
so
for
here's
4
the
more
thing.
hours.
I went-
I
short,
could've-
bro.
But
Too
here's
short.
the
not
thing,
speak
right?
for me, Benny.
No. Hold on. I'm just bringing up an anecdote that I went into this movie very somewhat spoiler free. So I didn't know that it was a two-parter.
Me neither.
So honestly, to me,
Okay, well-
to me, it was almost too short.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, I rewatched all the trailers before the movie came out, and the first trailer was literally Across the Spider-Verse, and then a spray painted part 1. And when I walked into the theater, I was like, "Wait, part 1? It's probably nothing. Nothing else mentions it." And then just, oh, I knew it.
I thought, the animation style, I'm completely on board with all of you guys. It's groundbreaking. It's fantastic. The story was really cool. There's some really great characters. Given that, I thought it was too long. I also thought that the first one was better. It was more concise, and the story of the first one hit me more than this one. So I thought it was really good, but I hate to say I thought it was a little overhyped because I'm hearing that it's, and I know some people agree that it's like the greatest, but I still think the first one was better.
But I did mention to you that you might want to hold off on that judgment until you see both movies as a whole, because I think it might be unfair to compare it to the first one when we've only gotten a portion of the story, right?
I don't
We
know,
haven't
bro. I
gotten
think
all
Dune
of it.
Dune Part 1 was like great on its own, and I'm good with that. So I can say Dune Part 1 is awesome. If Part 2 stinks, then it stinks. But
I got you, but it's different too, because I mean, most people, including most of us here, already know the whole story of Dune. So whether the movie's part 1 or part 8, it's like you already know what's coming, right? Whereas here, you definitely do not have the other portion of the story.
Dune Part 1, without knowing what's coming, was a bunch of people walking.
in the desert.
So
In
this
the
was
desert,
the
my
Oh my
friend.
gosh, that's what
entire
my
Lord of the
daughter
Rings trilogy, though.
Exactly.
That's what my daughter said coming out of that movie Dune. She says it would have been a lot shorter if people just stopped walking so much.
The only thing that would have made that movie better is if Sting was in it.
I was waiting for David Bowie. Yeah.
There we go.
That would have been quite a cast, because he's been dead a while. But anyway,
That's true.
so I am
Coming back from the dead, one more movie.
I have a very firm understanding of what I thought about Spider-Verse coming out of the movie, and since now, up until about 5 minutes ago, I was 100% solid, and then I realized I'm agreeing with Alex, so I'm starting to question myself. It wasn't that it was. It was either that it was too long or the pacing was off, because there were some spots where I was just like, "Oh, what are we doing here?"
Mm-hmm.
And
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
But I liked it.
There were
It was-
spots.
But you know what?
It was-
that
it
was
was
story
good.
building too. That was
Yeah.
because I have a feeling that if they're going that slow in the first one, as
I
you
get
guys
it.
say, the second one is probably just all going to be just insane.
I get it, and I'm cool with that. And I have trouble, and this is Jeff has his predisposition to whatever movie he saw last is the best movie. My disposition is I don't like part 1s without seeing part 2.
I
It
actually,
affects me.
we haven't really revealed our ranking yet.
No.
I think Into the Spider-Verse was better also. I think Across was a better visual movie.
Sure.
But I think Into the Spider-Verse being a complete story was a better film, credit to credit.
Yeah.
But I need to see the third one
I think you're right.
to know.
It might change my mind.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point, right? I mean, obviously, if you were to, mind you, people do this all the time, but when you judge one of the Star Wars trilogies independently and as a trilogy, the ratings are different, right? And I kind of feel that here, when you have both parts of the movie, it as a whole, it's hopefully going to be better.
As long as you don't make me do it with Kill Bill 1 and 2, I completely agree with you.
I had a whole thing about the anarchist Spider-Man, Spider-Punk, Hobie Brown.
Best Spider-Man ever.
Right?
I thought he was
Third best.
I could not get Snoop Dogg out of my brain because he just looked like Snoop Dogg the whole time when he took his mask off. That was freaking awesome.
Vicki, did I miss a scene? Was there a scene that he was smoking weed? How did you get Snoop Dogg from that?
He looked like Snoop Dogg. He just
It was
did.
off camera. So we just had the NBA draft last night, right? And the guy who got drafted first, this is way off the subject.
Wemby.
Right.
Wemby.
Did you
from
see
France.
Did you see on one of his rankings he ranked the Star Wars movies in order?
No,
And
I wasn't even aware that the draft was last night.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's allowed their own opinions. This is his top 3: Revenge of the Sith,
Okay.
Clone Wars.
Ew.
Oh, no, don't say this.
No, not
Ew.
Revenge of the Sith.
Disrespect for somebody that.
Sorry.
He's a young guy.
Return of the
young
Jedi.
guy. Forgive him.
Clone Wars.
Jedi.
Clone Wars 2.
Ew.
Empire Strikes Back 3. I'm like,
Well, you know what?
how?
He's a
Point
young
right
guy,
by Alex.
guys.
That would have
He's
been
a
the
young
first
guy.
movie he saw. Would have been
Clone
the
Wars?
first Star Wars that he saw.
Clone Wars.
He's a
Clone
young
Wars was
guy.
the first movie I saw. I wouldn't go see movies again.
Yeah, but
Clone Wars gets me
he's
violently
like
throwing up.
19, 20. Yeah.
He's a kid,
Yeah.
you know. He's
Yes.
young.
Yeah, he's a kid.
You love the trilogy that came out when you were 10. If you don't believe me, ask Josh what his favorite Star Wars is.
The prequel
Josh, what's your
trilogy
favorite Star Wars?
the prequel trilogy didn't come out when I was 10.
Better
But it
not.
is your favorite, isn't it?
Yeah, the sequels did, and I hate the sequels.
You're right. The prequels
Okay.
are your favorite.
All right.
All right.
Well, all right, very well. All right, so Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse, which one's better?
Bill, are you going to tell us what your thoughts were on Spider-Man?
I just did.
Because we know he is.
Spider-Verse is better, Bill.
Into the Spider-Verse is better.
Into
I'm going into.
Spider-Verse is better.
I'm going
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
Into's better.
Just
Because
like I said, better movie. Across was better visually.
I'm
Yes.
going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say into for 2 words. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, he'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be back. Don't worry. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
you know what? I'm sitting here reading up on this movie. There were 230 variations of Spider-Man in this movie. 95 of them, I think, are named.
Yes. Well, I think there's more. From what I heard, another place that had a higher number, but whether they were seen is kind of TBD.
I will say that some of them they gave special attention to, and it
Yes.
was great. I mean, like Ben Reilly,
Mhm.
I was telling Alex,
They did
them
great
having
with him.
him with the same crappy Mark Bagley art style and with the,
And the
emo attitude. That was perfect.
yeah, that was awesome.
I
Yeah.
love
Yep.
the 3 Spider-Men that were pointing and arguing like the meme.
Of course.
I'm so glad that they threw that in. That was awesome.
They gave the PS4 Spider-Man the special attention,
Yep.
which when I saw
Yeah,
the movie with,
that was cool.
when I saw the movie with one of my friends who loves the PS4 Spider-Man, he was like freaking out.
Mhm.
And especially another big Easter egg that could be actually like debated on. When Miles goes into Genki's apartment and Genki's playing on the PS5,
Mhm.
I think he was playing the new Spider-Man 2 game that isn't out yet at the time of this recording.
Maybe I didn't notice.
Hmm.
Okay, so just to make sure that everybody listening doesn't think that we think this movie is poor, because I think we're almost unanimous.
It's not.
Yeah.
You're
it's
talking
not.
about a really good movie and another really good movie, and
Yes.
it just is. Okay, so best part of the movie. Scene.
Oh my gosh.
Area.
First
Well,
5
this-
minutes.
I'd say those first
Gwen.
10 minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Gwen
whatever
part,
it was, 7, 8, whatever the time
Yep.
was.
I love that.
Although, special shout out to the I don't know what tower they're on when Miles and Gwen are talking and they walk around and they're underneath and upside down.
And they have their moment.
Another most
Yeah, that's-
beautiful part of the movie.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice I keep saying how good all the visuals were,
Mhm.
and I'm not actually talking about plot points.
Yeah.
For me, I'd have to say the whole entire chase scene in the Spider Society, because
Yeah, that was awesome.
just looking around and seeing all the goofy Spider-Man, it just I just found myself repeating the same sentence in my head. I was like, just nah. They invited a blank instead of Miles.
I'm with Josh.
They
That's where I
invited
was.
a plushie instead of Miles. They invited a cat. They invited a T-Rex. They invited a monkey. They invited a
Yup.
horse.
I was
A Lego.
cracking up. A Lego.
A
Lego.
Lego, and that's one of Miles. And that's one of Miguel's
Yeah, the
best
Lego was
people.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Did you know
Bet.
Yeah.
the Lego?
I
scene
also
was
like
made by-
the fact that they made the big bad one of the most pathetic
Yes.
yeah.
villains in the MCU. I
Hey,
kind of
hey,
like that.
don't talk about Miguel that way.
Yeah.
He is not pathetic.
No, not Miguel.
We haven't said his name yet. The
He
entire
was just
podcast,
a guy
so.
that's been in it just a little too long. You know?
I mean,
Like he needed a vacation really, really bad.
We're talking
for
about the
perspective.
we're talking about the spot, by the way, for everybody.
I know, that-
playing
that
the
was
talking
game.
a
about
joke.
the spot.
Spot was
I was
She-
basically saying the spot is
yeah.
not the villain of this movie.
Right.
Miguel
he's
is.
the
Oh my
victim.
god! I don't even get me started, Jeff. I had this huge argument with my kid because he just kept referring to Miguel as a villain rather than an anti-hero, and then kind of trying to tell me how an anti-hero is still bad, and it's like, yeah.
I told you,
Yeah.
Amelia said he was an antagonist.
Nah, I still love.
No, he is an antagonist. That's correct.
Can
You
I
still like
mention-
Loki? Go ahead, Josh.
Can I
What's
mention something else about the Lego Spider-Man thing?
Sure.
Hmm?
The whole Lego universe scene was animated by one 14-year-old, which makes me feel very worthless.
That's
Very
okay. It gets
cool.
worse as you get older, Josh. You'll be
Very
fine.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Like this guy is working on a whole movie, and meanwhile, I'm playing with stuffed animals on a YouTube channel.
It's okay. Got to start somewhere, man. Miss Vicki,
Is-
favorite part?
I have to say the chase scenes and just keeping up with all the Spider-Men.
Okay.
That was I was like, if I could rewind, that's what I would do, frame by frame.
Okay, very well. The
Hmm.
correct answer is the beginning 10 minutes. But anyway, lead
All right.
character, Miss Vicki. You got to go last.
Wait a second. Wait
Oh,
a
you didn't get
second,
out?
Bill. Bill,
What?
you're agreeing with me on everything, man. That
I
is
know.
awesome.
I know. I'm on
And
medicine. There's
stop-
medicine. I'm trying to.
Stop this.
He broke
used
a
to-
canon event. Breaking a canon event.
I've been on medicine for like 3 months now. It's almost taken out. Hopefully, I'll recover from this. It's killing me. Beginning to question all forms of my life right now. Anyway,
Wait, Mr.
What-
Bill.
I'll go first. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
Mr.
Josh
Bill,
is in.
I think my universe is breaking down. You just broke a canon event.
I know it's killing me.
Nice. Canon event.
Very nice.
This is Gwen's movie. Gwen is the hero. That's all you got.
Yes.
Yep.
Jeff is correct.
I gotta agree.
Oh God,
gotta
Alex
agree.
agrees. Fuck.
Yep. Next thing you know, Bill's gonna be asking for a Michael Fassbender movie.
I know.
That's right.
He doesn't do anything but drive F1 cars slow.
You know what? He's just going to start texting you now. He's going to be texting you at like 10 o'clock at night because he's had a thought bubble.
You know?
Yeah.
What does
Did you
Alicia
see-
Vikander have that I don't have? And I'm
Yep.
gonna have to explain it to him again.
He's going to be texting you about your thoughts on
That's right.
movies now all the
That's right.
time.
That's right. That's right. Betty,
Fassbender movies.
best lead.
Yeah, probably Gwen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely with Gwen.
I don't know who counts as a lead or who counts as a semi-lead, but I'm gonna give two answers just in case I'm wrong about this. I'd have to say best lead would definitely have to be Miguel in a way, and or also Pavitr Pavarkar.
Oh, okay. All right. I think Pravinder would be the
Yeah, I like
supporting.
Spider-Man India.
He was. First time
Yeah,
I ever
okay.
did.
Yeah, okay.
Did everybody get it? Miss Vicki, did you do yours?
No, I mean, Gwen. Gwen's
Okay.
obviously the good lead. I mean, she was struggling with some stuff.
She was.
So,
All right. What
she did
about
good.
supporting? Miss Vicki?
well, obviously it would, my one answer would have to be the Morales, but I keep kind of going to his mom. Like, she was really trying.
I like the mom.
Interesting.
I like
Way to
the mom.
go.
I
He
thought
kept
so.
she kept
Yeah.
trying to understand and trying to be that person in the middle, and we're getting a glimpse of teenager and letting your kid go, but not trying to hold too tight and trying to hold them to responsibility, everyday things.
So
You
the
know.
thing, Vicky, is this movie had a lot of strong female characters.
Mhm.
Gwen, the mom, pregnant Spider Woman.
Yeah.
Jessica Drew.
Jessica Drew.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, they were cool, strong characters. Definitely that had a good influence on the main character, right?
Right.
So,
But we're doing what the struggles of kid versus parent at that stage of independence, and she just kind of seemed like that go-between between the dads. When
Yep.
Gwen didn't have a mom, and the struggles that they're having now, the mom that we have with Morales, and trying to be that go-between between that her and the dad. I mean, with Morales and dad. So she's just kind of that person in the middle that's trying to keep the balance.
Mhm.
And that's just a constant
Yep.
thing between, we see the two different kinds of families and the two different kind of family dynamics, with a mom and without a mom.
Very valid. Not my pick, but very valid.
Mhm.
Hey, who
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
not has
Yeah.
not selected?
I have not. I'll say Hobie, Spider-Punk.
Hobie, yep.
So Vicky, in your area, you see the relationship of the mother and with very important and very, like, but the progression of Miles is when he no longer follows the rules and follows his family.
Right. Right.
So when he I don't say joins up, but when he decides not to look up to the ones that follow the rules and looks up to the one that doesn't follow the rules, that's when he becomes who I think he is going to become. So that's
Right.
why I say Spider-Punk.
Spider-Punk is very a good one too.
Spider-Punk was also just hilarious throughout everything, just the whole auto-believing comedy.
Yeah.
Alex, did you give yours? I can't remember.
I agree with Vicky. I think Rio is probably the best supporting character. In the first movie, the dad was really awesome, but in this one, I thought it was Rio.
Yeah, honestly, if
Terminally ill.
if we were to like talk about things that we think could happen in beyond the Spider-Verse, because I haven't looked at the notes yet.
It's coming.
But
just
but
wait.
like,
Just wait. Just wait.
Okay.
But you know what? I think that Jeff.
Bill, who do you pick?
I feel terminally ill right now. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God!
Oh
No
my
way! No way! No way!
Vicky, is urgent care still open?
Yeah, right. I like
Bill, just don't think of it as agreeing with Alex. Think of it as agreeing with your wife.
yeah.
Which one's harder? Which one's harder?
But you know what? I think Jeff did bring something up very, very, in the whole story building of it. It is, again, following the rules with the mom, and then punk rock Spider-Man. I mean, I didn't really look at it that way, but looking at the two developments of Miles Morales, like sitting in the middle between these two dynamics, and again, it's about him being a teenager and letting go and growing up and becoming an individual.
Okay.
That's very cool.
All right, now for the fun part with Spider-Verse. We got a fun part with Spider-Man later, but we've got a fun part with Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
What's next? What do you want to see? What do you think will happen? Where do we go off? We got kind of a little bit of a dual cliffhanger on the end of this thing.
Josh, you go first since you already started yours.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I just kind of really hope that happens is just a little bit of a friendly feud between the members of Gwen's Spider team. Like, my money is on Noir and Hobie. Cause just like the little sophisticated, extremely serious Spider Noir, and then just the non-caring Hobie Brown would just be hilarious.
Oh, that would be very funny if they had to go and try to work together. That would be a hot mess.
Because they're just polar opposites.
Hmm?
Because they're just polar opposites. Just like to
I love
try
that.
to work together.
All right, cool. Miss Vicky, you got anything?
You know what? He pointed that out. I really like that dynamic.
Okay, that's the whole movie, I guess.
I you know what? I personally don't know enough about the canon in Spider-Man to know what direction this is even going. So every time I walk into this, it's true. Every time I walk into the Spider-Mans, I'm going in cold.
I don't think this is canon available. I think this is new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it is there, I haven't seen it. But
okay. So I'm going in just.
No, this is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Benny, where are you thinking? What are you? You're probably our most solid comic book guy on the current stuff.
I mean, they keep saying that the next one is definitely going to be the conclusion. That anything that they do afterwards will be different. It won't be the same Miles story. So I'm guessing that I'm just wondering if, since they made it clear that Miles was not meant to be a Spider-Man and that it was a complete accident because his spider actually came from a different universe.
World 42, right?
Right.
Best number ever.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that
just because you were born in 42, Jeff.
I'm hoping that however they conclude the story, that it's something that's meaningful, and maybe it leads into I don't know, Miles coming into the proper Marvel movie verse. We'll see.
Maybe.
But that better happen. Period. That's not going to be the plot, but that
has
will
to
happen.
happen.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my thoughts. And yeah, I totally Googled this, and I liked it out of the ones I saw on the website, because I also don't know enough about the universe. Miles, Spider-Man Miles, who is bit by the 42 spider, converts or saves or whatever you want to say Prowler Miles on actual Earth 42 and turns him into the hero.
Ooh. Fun.
Cool.
Alex, if we match on this one, we're in trouble.
No, I just think that it's going to be like an all-out war, and at the end of it, everyone's going to end up in their own universe, and there's going to be no more multiverse travel, and then it'll just focus on Miles after that, I think.
Are we allowed to have superhero movies now that don't have a multiverse?
I hope so.
We need to. My goodness,
No.
we need to.
I know, but
it is killing me at this
I'm
point.
laughing because we were just talking about that, Alex and I.
It's
about how
killing me.
saturated it's becoming with.
Oh my god!
I hope so. I would like to apologize ahead of time, but Mama Morales is going down.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah?
all he is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all he is.
His canon event,
So actually,
His dad goes down, and yeah.
I know.
yeah, in the
Yeah.
comic book, it's his dad that dies. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe,
But that
maybe
becomes the canon event that makes Miles mature. It's a good thought.
maybe his mom dying could also be like a big thing that ensures Spider-Man Miles and Prowler Miles being complete opposites. Because once again, in Earth 42, Miles' dad dies, which leaves him to be raised by his mom, which is Puerto Rican accent, and gets him more to be with Uncle Aaron. And so maybe in this universe,
What if Prowler Miles travels and kills Spider-Man Miles' mother?
That's
Bro,
a
my
bad
heart-
man.
Bro, my heart would not take that.
There's a lot of different directions they can go, because in
For
the
sure.
proper Marvel universe, they actually his universe was destroyed.
Yep.
Because of everything that happened, and he ended up
Which
character
his?
ended up Miles.
Miles'
Oh, Miles.
universe.
Okay.
Right.
Miles comes
and then
into
he ended
616.
up coming into ours. Right.
So, as usual, full speculation. We have no insider knowledge. We have no knowledge. We have no clue. But it's fun. So, let's move on to our second movie of the evening.
Captain's Log Supplemental.
Miss Vicki, we've been racing for a while.
Yep.
One of the things you've wanted forever and ever was something simple and easy to get the video, because you've not been happy with everything we've tried.
Nope.
And we've tried a lot.
Well, the issue that we've always had was that we always never got around to video. We kept trying, but things kept happening.
Even when we did, I can't count the number of times I have GoPro video from Jennifer turning into the GoPro on to get out of the car, and then turning it off to get into the car and start racing. I mean, we've all done it.
That was a problem with the GoPro is because of the positioning, is that we could never really see the on and off button, and the battery was really short.
But I think we found a solution.
I think we did. I did. So we now have the Sentinel system.
Yes.
And oh my gosh,
rumored, finally here.
I know. And honestly, it was incredible. Just, like, my mind was blown sitting there watching, my sister drive or watch our friends drive in the car. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm. We got to have it displayed at the track in the paddock. We were watching it pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the only downside to the Sentinel system is it cuts down on my steps, because I end up staring at the camera.
This is true.
Instead of walking around the paddock, but I guess I'll get my exercise in another way. So just wait until we get it integrated with the AIM system, and then we have all the telemetry. That'll be fantastic.
Right. So right now it shows you can put your logos on it. It determines who's in the car. It has speed and it has video. And yep, obviously you could put more cameras to it. But what I liked about it the most was that all you have to do is put the box in. And I mean, you can leave it in your car, obviously, but it's ready to go. You know
what we had to do with the second race?
What?
Put in a memory stick.
Yeah. The memory stick, yes. And the memory
start
stick.
the car.
That's right. And the video was clear, it was crisp, and it was just amazing that we had that length of time on video. Because normally before we would only have these little pin shots of,
15, 20 minutes.
Right. Before the battery would die or
it would turn itself off.
Or we would forget to turn it off. And we would have just nothing happening.
Or turn it or get off on our on and off and have it turn off when we need it on and
but this was a steady video for hours, and it was really cool. I loved it. I really did.
Well, I'm glad you're happy because as with every married couple, when you're happy, I'm happy. And I don't sleep in the tub for, another reason that I didn't even do it, but that's fine. So, all right. So now we're going to use it over and over and over. We got another upcoming race. It'll be fantastic. And they're posting it on our YouTube channel if people want to get bored. It's a great way to fall asleep.
You are so self-deprecating.
I'm even better when I'm self-deprecating.
Deprecating.
That too. So let's move on to our second movie of the evening. Two of us have just seen it recently, as in like
less than 24 hours ago. Yeah.
So
yesterday.
So since it's freshest meat for you, Jeff, you want to give a quick review summary of the movie?
Sure. We're talking about The Flash, obviously. Yes. So where do I start? Hopefully you've seen the DCEU, so I don't have to explain too much.
It would help.
But we'll say that Barry Allen travels back in time to attempt to stop his canon event. Let me just throw some titles around here, which of course is the death of his mother and the arrest of his father. And things go awry. He ends up basically back in the world of the first DCEU movie. Was it the first? Was Man of Steel the first?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically having a giant battle at the same events around Man of Steel. And there is a second Barry because when he travels back to that time, he meets himself. There's a whole, what do we want to call that? Like a chronosphere? Is that the term that they're using?
Yeah, it's not canon, but yeah.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. He screws the world up. There are multiple Batmen. There are multiple Spider-Men.
No Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, Superman. Excuse me. I shouldn't say Supermen. Super people.
Super people.
Yeah,
Super people.
multiple flashes, right?
Super persons.
Yeah. Yeah, and it becomes another multiverse because, again, like we said, you can't have a superhero movie without a multiverse these days. Ezra Miller, as we all know, has had some baggage running a sex cult of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Yep. May or may not be underage people involved, whatever.
The guy somehow manages to commit every crime known to man before his own movie comes out. So.
Pretty much, yeah.
But you know what the sad thing is? I think this movie may... I'm not... There's no question about it. This movie definitely got judged because of... by a lot of people because of what he did. And, if you go into this movie the way that you should, and independently of any bias... It's kind of sad actually that his performance is pretty.
His performance is amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he was absolutely amazing, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I went one time. Only.
I'm surprised. You always go multiple times.
I know.
To every movie.
I know. It's killing me too. I like the movie. I don't get the Ezra Miller. Everybody thinks he's great, and I don't. You know how there's certain people you go to a movie and you like them, and there's other people you go there and you don't like them. He's a don't like guy for me. Like I don't like anything he's been in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny is I don't think you're really supposed to like Barry.
I think he's supposed to be great.
No, you are
kind of annoying.
In DC, you are.
Barry.
I'm saying
No,
in this
DCU?
movie,
He was
DCU
in this movie,
is-
I'm not sure you are.
he was quite
maybe in the right. Maybe in the DCEU he's kind of an annoying character, but the Barry Allen of the comic books is a sympathetic character.
Yeah.
And here you really get the dichotomy where his younger self that got raised with the mom is definitely annoying.
Oh, yeah.
But the one that whose mom died is more sympathetic and you can relate and more relatable. I would think.
I think you're absolutely sympathetic for him. I wouldn't, and you kind of you forgive him, but I wouldn't say that you like want to hang out with him.
Yeah, he's.
I would not. Nope.
Oh no.
He's the way he was portrayed, at least in the Justice League movie.
He was
annoying. Also,
he was almost
very
like
great.
There he was.
well. I don't
great
know
almost.
if that's
Yeah.
how he was set up, but my daughter kind of leaned over me. She says this movie is so bad starting out because some of the ridiculousness that was going on, and I think it was just a storyline of it. She's like, "This is so bad." But it started picking up. But there were some parts of it that was just like absolutely ridiculous to her.
He's
Like
he's
the
a
baby
whiny.
shower?
Yeah, he's kind
Maybe
of whiny.
maybe that's what he wanted to be.
Yeah, but he's whiny and annoying
Yeah, he's very, very annoying.
Yeah.
until he runs into himself and says, "Oh my God,
Wow.
I'm whiny and annoying."
Right.
But the thing I had trouble with was this version of Ezra Barry is very different than Ezra Barry when the Justice League was being formed.
Well, the
think so.
DCU
I
has never
agree.
been very cohesive. I mean, they
It's not the
Depending-
X-Men universe.
Well, but mind you, he is supposed to
Whoa,
be a
whoa,
more
whoa,
mature
whoa,
Barry,
whoa!
too.
But Bill, what's up, man? Like that's like a total dig. Like the X-Men universe is amazing. Bill, what's going on?
Consistency is not their strong point.
No. Yes, it is.
Consistently inconsistent. Okay, very well. You're dead. You're alive. You're fine. You're good. You're good. You're bad. It doesn't matter.
Very, very comic book accurate, in my opinion.
Okay, very well. Moving on. We're back to normal. Alex and I are disagreeing. Life is good.
All right.
I'm coming out of it. Okay, so
what I
Candace
do
back.
have to say, Bill, and I know we were talking about Barry, but for me, and he was never my favorite, but man, it was awesome seeing Michael Keaton back as Batman. That was
Yeah.
fantastic.
He did a really
An
great
amazing job.
Awesome.
Knocked it out of the park.
Awesome.
I never remembered him as like there's a lot of people that are nostalgic about it, but God, here he was amazing. And
He was.
and I get kind of irritated by the people that go, oh, 70-year-old Michael Keaton is like running around. It's like, hello, if you've read any of Frank Miller's freaking Batman stories, 70-year-old Batman was the point. So yeah, it's like that's exactly what happens, when he gets older.
Well, I'll tell
this
you
is
this: the
not out of
weird thing
context.
about it, Benny, I was never the hugest Michael Keaton as Batman fan. Like I thought his Bruce Wayne was really weird. His Batman was odd also, but I love this. I thought it was great. It was fantastic. His Bruce Wayne was too weird. Say whatever you want. That is not
this
Bruce
is more
Wayne.
recent.
That
This
is
is
not.
more recent from you. Yeah, but you used to be kind of a Tim Burton fanboy. Like,
Tim-
Oh shit, dude! I was
at
10.
one point.
I was
Yeah, but-
10. I also
yeah,
liked
yeah,
G.I.
you
Joe.
were, dude.
But where was the world of superhero movies at that time?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
when we're coming off
Like that,
Batman
like that's the
67.
key. Like I tried to explain to Josh. I showed him the first Keaton Batman the other day, and he was like, I don't know why we're watching this. And
Yeah,
I
it's
kept
pretty
telling him,
much,
You're watching
telling
it
him-
to see the second one.
you have no idea what this did to to superhero movies, because what we were coming out of was the campy bam smash, slightly homoerotic, I'm going to touch Robin's butt now.
But you know what, Jeff?
Batman TV show.
The one thing about that is it was really those movies were reflective of where comics were.
Absolutely.
At that point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If you go back, oh my God, I mean, back in those days, they were ultra violent. For some reason we thought the art was amazing, but looking back now, it's so
But what I'm saying is, without Tim Burton going dark, and he still had to bridge the camp, we never would have had Dark Knight or Christian Bale or anything that we have.
You're absolutely right, dude.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
It's a process. It's a process.
And by the way, I know this might not be a popular opinion, but I do feel that Ben Affleck came around.
I don't think he ever left.
I liked his Batman here.
Look,
I don't think he did
Benny,
it badly.
I feel if you look at the warehouse fight scene in Batman vs Superman, plus this scene,
The one from
would've loved
Arkham
to-
Asylum?
Exactly. Yes. All I'm saying is, I feel like a Ben Affleck movie would have been awesome. I think he was great as Bruce Wayne, and the action looks awesome.
Indeed.
Oh, by the way, I'm just a nitpick here. Just a tiny little nitpick. I mentioned this to Alex, but did you guys notice? Was it just me, or was the nose on the cowl kind of weird?
No, it was
Ben
awful.
Affleck?
That for sure was awful. It looked weird as heck.
I believe Affleck was less trying to think of a nicer way to put it, less trained for this role this time.
Lovey, he was fat.
Well,
Say it.
he wasn't. If you remember back with BVS, the dude was
he looked like a tank.
monster shredded, huge.
He looked like a tank.
Yeah,
and he looked like a human dude, and that Roman Reigns-esque vest thing that he was wearing for a Batman suit was rather sad.
but you know what, Bill? George Clooney wouldn't have even dared get into that suit.
Oh, I know. Well,
Right?
for sure.
Yeah.
He said, "I will keep it to the yeah."
Oh. That was the third ending to this movie.
Really?
Yes.
What were the
the
others?
First and second.
What were the other ones?
So remember, this movie is long been made. So going back to the Walt Takata, I forgot his name. Thankfully, he's not there anymore. They had an original ending, which was going to, I forget how that one was going to go. Anyway, so then it was taken over, and there was right before. I'll send a link with this video podcast, and I'll send it out to you guys. And then right before, I'm blanking on everybody's name. Guardians of the Galaxy director and Peter
Gunn.
Peter Gunn, yeah.
Okay.
Peter Safran.
Peter Safran and James Gunn. Right before
James
they
Gunn,
took over,
sorry.
there was a short interim period where I think Discovery had just bought it, and there was somebody else in charge, and they filmed another ending, which personally, from the sequence of it, I thought that would have been really good. And then this was, oh my God, we're changing our mind, because this had Cavill in it. Had basically was rebooting the Spiderverse version to keep it going. So anyway, I'll send out a link to where these were.
Yeah, because wasn't the end of the Spiderverse the future where they're in the desolate area? Wasn't that
Snyderverse?
Sorry, Snyderverse. Wasn't that supposed to be where the Flash was going?
Yes.
So that it was supposed the ending of Flash was supposed to connect to that.
Yes.
To what?
So at the end of the Snyderverse, there was
in the Snyder cut.
The Snyderverse.
Snyder
We
cut,
were
yeah,
just
Snyder
going
cut.
on with the Spiderverse.
Oh yeah, Snyderverse. The Snyder cut ended with like a Mad Max desolate kind of
I came back too soon.
Yeah.
Lois is the key.
Yeah, Jared Leto got kind of redeemed with being able to play 5 seconds more of the Joker.
Indeed.
But you know what? I do think I think that James Gunn, his tactic works with this movie, with having,
He
everything,
didn't do anything with this movie.
everything else. No. But they explained that everything was going to be, every other movie version would be an Elseworlds, right? That makes sense.
Could be.
And by doing that, you can have Joker 2, and not
You can have
disrupt
Batman,
anything.
Gotham Lights,
Exactly, and they still live within the same
or Gaslight. What was that?
multiverse, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah,
By
Mike
Gaslight,
Mignola.
yeah.
That would be fun. All right. So thoughts 1 to 10. By the way, I sent out the link to you guys. It'll be on the podcast notes.
Yeah, I was trying to watch it, but it's
longer.
It's longer. I'm not going to be able to get it in between talking. I really liked it. I'm so upset that I don't want to see anything with Ezra Miller in it because, damn, that was good.
Mm.
It was.
Yeah.
Benny?
Yeah. For me, it's an 8.5. I think. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Solid.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think I mentioned that had the DC movies been like the DC EU movies been like this from the beginning,
Mhm.
we wouldn't be where we're at. I am concerned though that there's still one more movie coming out in the DC
Two more.
and
Two.
it's one of my
Two more.
favorite characters.
There's 2.
Two more.
Blue Beetle
two.
and what?
Which are the
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2 is already shot.
that's
I didn't
right.
realize that.
That's right. But
Wait, it's still
Aquaman,
happening?
That's coming out in December.
In November, December.
yeah. Blue Beetle's the one that I'm disappointed in because
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that movie. I like that character, and it's like I feel like at this point it's in limbo whether or not they're going to find a way to integrate that character, and it's mostly going to depend on how successful it is.
There's an unconfirmed, I don't know if you want to say rumor or a pre-announcement that was found that Blue Beetle's been approved for 2 more, and it'll carry through.
Really?
So.
Oh,
and it will connect.
Okay.
It should connect, yeah. But again, this is before it comes out. If it gets as much money as Flash got, then I would say that rumor might go away. And
How much money did Flash get?
Or as much as
60
Shazam
something.
2.
Yeah, wow.
Or as much as Black Adam.
Well, the Flash is doing worse than both of those, so we'll see.
Is it really
Yeah.
worse than
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Adam?
With
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it
international
is.
box office
With international
really?
box office.
It was
It's doing
60
awful.
for the first weekend. 63, I think.
And I think, Bill, you started with this. It's such that's a shame because Black
Everybody
Adam
else.
was terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was
And
And
garbage.
this
was.
movie is
That
excellent.
was garbage.
Yeah, that was
Everybody
garbage.
else in this movie, I'm not going to say everybody in this movie was fantastic, and there were certain things I'd like to see, and there's almost no movies perfect, but this was a really good movie, and it's getting not what it deserves.
Yep.
Everybody who acted in this movie should drive to Ezra Miller's house and punch him in the taint and say, "You effed up our movie, you asshole."
Yep.
I'll stay away. I'll stay
he
away
really
from his
did.
house.
He really did. I mean, honestly, he is solely responsible for this, and
Yeah.
I don't know that he's gonna. I mean, think
And
about
I'm
it.
He's
okay with
toast.
that.
He's toast.
Honestly, who's to say
yeah,
that
no,
happened?
because at least
He
Shia
is
LaBeouf
toast.
didn't commit statutory, right? So he was still able to produce his own
allegedly,
movies.
we don't want somebody suing us for all the millions that we make from this podcast.
Yeah, allegedly. Oh man, yeah.
Wow.
I-
Who didn't give a number so far?
Me.
Me.
Yeah, me neither.
Josh?
Okay, well, all right. I'm going to take a few pointers from my good old movie critic friend in my Boy Scout troop, because I was watching this movie and I was like, I know how he feels now. Because he hasn't seen the movie yet, but honestly, I'm just going to give his style of critic level. I gave it a 4.1 out of 10, but like, if that ending scene wasn't as good as it was, I'd give it a 2.9.
The Momoa
Right.
scene?
No. The whole ending scene with references.
Come on, dude.
No, the with references
The
to
Momoa scene.
That was pretty good.
with like references to Nicolas Cage's failed Superman movie, all the like
That was
like
great.
the
That
like
was
old
great.
tiebacks, like that was amazing. But
So out of
yeah.
10, 4.1.
I guess out of 10 now 4.1s. But basically, I'm just gonna say like the use of gross out humor, like they kind of relied on that as a crutch, and basically some scenes you could tell. I don't want to sound like that kind of guy, but like the scene where he's like getting all the babies from falling out of the hospital.
That was
that
The baby shower.
tell me there's a
the
babies,
baby shower.
right? It was like,
The effects were not great in that scene.
yeah.
Oh
No.
man.
No,
The
so
effects.
so
Well, they only had 5 years,
by
Jeff.
the
What do you
way.
want?
My two problems with the movie, and by the way, if you can't tell, I love the movie, but my two big problems with the movie was that the CG, they were trying to have this effect when he was time
No, it was
traveling,
bad.
where they would
was
make
bad.
Yeah.
but that's the thing, they would purposely make it more plasticky. It just really came
No,
off
they
as
say
cheap
that.
CG.
They say that, but
Yeah.
I don't think that was on
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
they just got shitty
Yeah,
CG.
could be, but it was really shitty. And then the other thing that they could have really developed Supergirl's character more.
A lot.
Yeah. She was really underutilized.
Still
Yeah.
good
Yeah, I thought she was really good. Yeah.
though. Go ahead.
Another thing I forgot to mention, the main villain, the plot twist that the guy who knocked Flash into last week was past Flash the whole time. They could have elaborated more on that and answered more questions, because how did he go from Barry Allen to Rockman, all caps, and spaces between each letter, no K, instead of just going like, he's a version of us from the past. I'm sorry to report, but your free trial of life has expired.
Of the things that then your father's
That
on
is
mute,
probably
which is
the
kind of
Sorry,
funny.
yeah, sorry.
That
We
was-
could have had some middles, is I think
Yeah.
what Josh is
Yeah.
saying.
So of
We
the
could have
things
seen
that
some
they
progression.
of the things that they didn't cover in this movie, that is the lesser of the big one that they totally just avoided, which is how Barry's mom gets killed, which is a whole other level to this movie, which was absolutely glossed over. But that's fine.
Well, yeah, but they went. Yeah, you're right. That is definitely
A
Those
slightly
of
big
us-
deal.
I can only imagine. Bill, I can only imagine that if they were originally thinking they were going to do a sequel, right?
They might do that.
That would have been ripe for it, right? Because they were not intending to introduce Reverse Flash or Zoom in this
Right.
movie. So
but yet they do
yeah.
Savitar in the so that was kind of weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yet they dressed Barry Allen in like yellow for the entire first third of the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And did older young Barry Savitar not look like Robbie Amell more than he looked like Ezra Miller? Maybe it was just me.
What?
It didn't look like Ezra Miller.
He didn't look like. Yeah, he did not look like an aged Ezra
Yeah.
Miller.
No,
You're right.
didn't at all. I'm like, is that Robbie Amell? Anyway, I would go see the movie a second time, but there's a reason I won't. I believe Alex or Vicki, I don't think you guys gave numbers.
Go ahead, Alex.
No, you go first, Vicki. That's fine.
No, I would say I would probably give it about a 6 or 7. I thought I thought the story was good. I really did. I thought it was ridiculous in some aspects of it and that they were doing, but overall, when the thing got rolling, I really enjoyed it, especially as it starts speeding up towards the end. My jaw did drop because I did not expect to have the Barry Allen of the future kind of pop out, and Rock Man, as Josh puts it.
The movie would be improved if you came in 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I really
True.
think so. Like, it was kind of like a really
by the
weird
way,
annoyingly started,
ju-
but
Just
it
so
did
you know,
speed up.
Comic Book Flash has never struck a pose. To run. Okay.
Right.
That,
I mean,
they
it was
added
good.
that.
And then he left the candy bar. But anyway.
But I'm just being really, really picky. But all in all, it was pretty good.
Once Alex is done, I'll get into you being picky. Go ahead, Alex.
I would definitely give this movie about a 7.5.
Okay.
It's really good. I thought
Could be better.
the middle dragged a little bit at certain points, and everything with Batman was awesome.
Mhm.
And
All of them.
I thought it was pretty good. 7.5, really good.
So here I am sitting in the theater, nice Cinemark theater, reclining leather seats.
Were they leather though?
It's either that or
I think they call that manufactured leather.
Yeah. It was vegan leather, I guess.
Yes.
So there I am, just sitting there trying to have a good time at the movie, and to my right there's Stadler and Waldorf.
It's Mia and I.
Just making fun of this movie.
I didn't know you took Josh through the movie.
Whoa, you took me
Making
me
fun
and
of this
Jaden to the movie?
Full volume.
Oh, crap.
Who's around?
Oh,
Who
that's
gives a and they're just making fun of the movie like it's Mystery Science Theater 3000 through the first 45 minutes.
Oh man! Man!
He's not lying.
Oh,
I didn't mean to, but
Oh.
And in spite of this, I'm still going to give it an 8.
okay.
I'm with you. I'm at an 8 too.
Yeah. Honestly, it's in
disagree.
my top 5 DC movies.
It
Well,
might
I
be
mean,
my
it is
favorite
DC.
I shouldn't say that. It is definitely my favorite DCEU. It's my best.
DCEU.
Yeah. Well, because remember, Suicide Squad's in that DCEU as well.
Yeah,
Not as good.
Suicide Squad.
Wait,
Not as
which
good.
Suicide Squad? The
Either one.
Suicide?
The
one.
Suicide Squad.
Either one. They're both worse than this. This is second to Superman.
I did enjoy the
Yeah,
movie,
second to
though.
Superman. I agree. Yeah.
Because remember,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman had the final scene, so that's out. That third act is terrible.
Yes.
That third
By
act
the way-
is really bad. Really bad.
with
In 1984?
In
She- she
1984,
had
The whole
that
thing is
worse.
really bad.
Shut your
Yeah,
mouth.
1984
Nobody wants to
was
even talk
terrible.
about that.
The
It's
whole
terrible.
thing is
No, I
awful.
agreed. 84 was awful.
Can you believe that Gal Gadot has been doing these cameos? The one that she
I
did
know.
on Shazam, and then the one on this movie.
Yeah.
I think
More
she's-
shocking to me is that somebody greenlit Aquaman 2.
No, it's done.
No, it made a lot of money though.
It did. It made $1 billion.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
made
it's
$1
Jason
billion.
Momoa.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh,
you
he's-
just have Jason
I'll tell you
Momoa
what.
without a shirt. You don't need plot.
Jason
That's
Momoa,
obvious.
That's right.
Yeah,
his
but
ship
Yeah,
is
just look at Dune.
his ship
As-
is starting to kind
But
of
let-
slowly
let-
but surely.
Well, he
Let me-
hasn't
let
been
me-
active. He hasn't done
That
anything.
last Fast and Furious was not good.
A bad choice for him to even be in, number one.
Yeah.
He
Let
shouldn't
me
have
tell
been
you,
there.
as handsome as Jason Momoa might be, Amber Heard is in that movie, and that's a whole lot of crazy.
That is a whole lot of crazy.
Whole
You
lot of
ain't
crazy.
lying.
That's a whole lot.
All right. Very
Yeah,
well.
but
We're
she-
talking about
I
Ezra
can't- I
Miller.
don't think-
We've got a bar to cross, and she's not there. Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. Right, she's not there.
All right. Best part of this movie was
Who do you want to go
Michael
first?
Keaton.
Can I tell you my best part? Because I
Go,
already
Benny.
know it.
no, Benny. We're running out of tape.
The supermarket scene.
Really?
I mean, that just like
Tore you
right
up.
there.
What
Yeah.
random lady hugs hugs some random dude? Has no
wearing a
idea
hat
who you
with
are.
I had
You're
a-
price tag on it.
crazy. You're
I
clearly
had a
stealing
very-
stuff.
Yeah, I had a very soft spot for her too.
That's what it feels.
Yeah,
It did. I'll give you that.
All right,
yeah,
very well.
yeah.
Alex,
and by
save
the
your
way,
family.
They made
Ah.
Barry mixed race, which was like, wow. His mom was singing a song that both me and Alex know from when we were kids.
Ah,
They introduced her.
So
Benny,
she's
you know
supposed
that
to be.
actress is the one from Y Tu Mamá También.
Yeah. Afterwards, I was looking her up. Yeah, so it wasn't just Pan's Labyrinth that she was in. She's
No,
like
she's
like
good.
a pretty
She's
good
good.
actress.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, save
Yeah.
your family. That's the best scene in this whole movie.
No, the best scene in this whole movie is it's hard to pick one scene, Bill, but anything with Michael Keaton.
Oh, very good.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Yeah.
Uh,
Apparently, he's into pecans. Very, very nice.
I mean, anything.
Family Wakeman.
The best part of this movie is not a scene; it is a thread throughout almost the entire film, and it is the other actor. The arguments that they have in the young freshman Barry Allen's apartment with all of his roommates about who plays
Yeah.
Marty McFly.
Oh, okay.
And then
That was great. That was great.
That
was great.
goes to then who plays Batman.
Mhm.
And then who plays Superman and who plays like it is the thread
you know
throughout
what,
the
Jeff?
entire movie that other actors play the same people.
That was good.
But there was
That good.
so much geek fanfare in this
There
movie. I
was.
love that.
The
I mean,
spider-
Eric Stoltz. Most people
Yes.
don't even know that Eric Stoltz was
Absolutely.
The guy that,
You're 100%
that was
correct.
great.
How many people sit in that movie theater have no idea why Superman is fighting a giant spider?
The
Right.
spider,
Oh,
wow.
exactly.
100% Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Not in choice, by the way.
So that's what I'm saying. That is like the nerdiest, deepest nerd of nerddom.
Yes.
And all of
please-
us on this podcast went, hell yeah, there's the spider.
And please go
Yeah.
watch. Ideally purchase John Schnepp's documentary about.
It's good. It's really
very,
good.
It's very good.
Yep.
Josh, you haven't said anything.
Wait, what is John Schnepp's documentary?
It's on.
Superman Lives.
No.
Oh, there's
No,
a
that's-
documentary?
Yeah.
It's got some name. It's about it. It's
The Life
about
and Death of
Lives.
Superman, I think it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I just know it from the Kevin Smith stories. So
Well, this is a whole movie that expands upon it. We can get into why there's a spider in Wild Wild West if we want to.
no, but that's obviously the key. The story is, but everyone go watch An Evening with Kevin Smith because that's where you get the real story.
Okay, so can I go?
Yes, sir.
So for me, the best scene, I think just for me was just once again, I've already said it, but the reveal of just Nicolas Cage's Superman coming back kind of felt like a full circle thing. And I saw it and I'm not saying, and I literally said went in the theater, I literally went, yo, because it just felt so cool.
Nicolas Cage getting a lot of work on this podcast today.
Yeah.
It's okay. Miss Vicki.
So
Oh, sorry, Benny.
one interlude. I was just gonna say, I as watching the scene, I could not stop thinking that Bill had to be so pissed off that they didn't put Arrowverse or Smallville into that.
That would have been fun. I could see that.
There were a few things missing. Let's be honest.
George Reeves
Smallville,
was a little uncomfortable.
sure, but Smallville is a huge part of a lot of people's Superman experience. Not to be there is pretty important, especially not to have what's her name in the white t-shirt. And then also, like, who played Lois Lane in Smallville?
Oh, Erica Durance. Sorry.
Thank you. And also, like, where was Christian Bale?
He bailed right at the end.
Best Dark Knight.
Dork.
Amen. Yes, he is.
Right?
See, I would have liked, and I'm not turning down a Clooney appearance just for fun, but I really would have liked Christian Bale instead of Clooney there.
That would have been nice.
But it was supposed to be the older Batman, so I understand why it's Clooney.
It's funny when you said that they had multiple other endings. For a second there, I thought you were going to tell me that they wheeled in Val Kilmer.
No.
I was like, well, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You can leave Val Kilmer. I was
Mhm.
not missing Val Kilmer one bit.
Yeah.
Well, then Nicole Kidman I'm always popular with, so that's fine.
Is there actually different Batman possibilities in the movies, like Across the Spider-Verse did?
Oh yeah, there's a ton. Got plenty. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Like,
Josh.
there could be another movie theater where Robert Patterson stepped out as Bruce Wayne,
That'd be cool.
something I forgot to mention in Across. Once again, there was multiple versions of the movie that are in random movie theaters.
At least it appeared so. Miss Vic,
I know it. I saw the movie twice, so I saw the differences.
very cool. Miss Vicky, rating?
Yeah. Rating or what my best scene was?
Oh,
Yeah, we're on
scene,
best
sorry.
scene, Bill.
Sorry.
Yeah, best scene. Best scene.
Getting
You
there.
know, I know that they're not linked, but there is a multiverse. And I kept seeing the Infinity Stones and I know it's not the same universe.
And you are still smoking crack because they're not
I
the same
know,
shape.
but
They're-
no. But
That's
I'm
like
just
every
saying that
rainbow I see looks like the
I
Infinity
know,
Stones.
but the colors of all the whole universe collapsing, and I know it's like a whole different thing, but
The chronospheres were different colors,
right, and they
showing the
matched
different universes.
right. So when they start
So are
collapsing, that
crayons.
was like really amazing.
I don't
Um,
remember the black and white Infinity Stone. I'm sure.
George
Right.
Bush, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So I did that was pretty crazy, and of course the whole point on how they did the universe and how he was spinning through it was really kind of interesting, and how he kept trying to change it and it couldn't until it just distorted him. I
points,
really
yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yeah.
You know
And-
what,
and-
Vicky?
Oh, go on.
Thank
What?
God that they went with their interpretation. This is one place where I'm glad they didn't go with the comic book version.
Oh, good
Oh my
lord,
God.
that
Oh,
treadmill!
I don't know
Hell
what that
no.
is.
Runs on a treadmill. He
It's
No
literally
way.
runs on
What?
a treadmill.
It's ridiculous. He
The
runs
cosmic
on a treadmill
Yes.
to go through time.
It kind of looked like a treadmill, but it wasn't a treadmill, obviously.
Was I the only one? Okay, Josh, you got to see this movie twice. I only got to see it once. Every time Barry was in the bubble going through the time amphitheater,
Yeah.
his
I-
legs looked like they were going backwards.
They were. They absolutely were.
They
Yeah.
They were.
Uh,
Yeah,
They
they
were.
100%.
also,
Bothered
Mr.
me so much.
Just to wrong you. I saw Spider-Verse twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
didn't see Flash twice. But somebody brought it up, and I'm sorry, I remember who it was 2 seconds ago. There's too many damn people on this podcast. That's clearly an issue.
This podcast is too long. It's always the issue.
The thread of other actor. There also is a thread to. It's not breaking the fourth wall, but it's referencing movies. Like when Batman says, "Oh, you probably saw a movie that explained timelines like this."
Yes.
Like that's a clear shot at the MCU.
Cross the bow.
So
Yeah.
All right.
By the
so
way, I did like that. You know what? They went with a different interpretation. I
Mhm.
really did like the fact that they kind of went with time not being nonlinear, right? And that there were certain events that couldn't be changed.
anchor
right.
points. Yeah.
Which again kind of goes back to what we saw in Spider-Verse too. But here, they're kind of
more
saying,
in What If,
that
right?
that
Like Christine Palmer
right,
dies.
that it's a ripple effect, right? And the ripple goes back and forth, not just in one direction.
Mhm.
and the bowl of spaghetti actually explained it better than many other movies who are trying to explain a much simpler version of timeline manipulation.
Yeah, because things don't always just skew off. Anyway, just because I want to have a good time with it, the best scene in the movie was when let's call him present day Barry lost his speed and was running around in that room. Was hysterical.
You're not
was
wrong.
hilarious.
You're not wrong.
Gosh,
That was
that
hilarious.
was hilarious. And he kept running into the wall.
Just that
That was good.
that whole
That was
scene,
hilarious.
the whole scene. All I could hear was the like cartoon.
Well,
And
it's
the
better than
squeaking
my
of his
theater.
sneakers.
In my theater, all you could hear during that whole scene was Stadler.
My gosh. The squeaking of the
Oh,
sneakers
boy.
was
The
hilarious.
sneaking of the squeakers, yeah. There were a lot of really funny moments in this movie,
Yeah.
and like I
Wish
said,
could have liked it more.
if you weren't sitting, if you could just turn off the fact that Ezra Miller's a scumbag,
Yeah.
you could really enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right.
'Cause- yeah.
I sent you guys the link to the Schnepp thing. I'll put that on the podcast
The
as well.
Schnipp.
It's a very good movie. All right. So best lead character. Josh, what you got?
Best lead character.
Yes.
We already know there's a lead character. There's only one lead character.
Yeah, there's
There are many
there's not
lead
much to go.
Oh no, there's plenty of lead characters.
It's a very big it's a very big amount of choices, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Barry Allen.
Okay.
Which freshman or old Barry Allen?
Barry Allen.
Get
Wow.
it.
Okay. Wakeman, make up for your family.
Keaton Batman.
Very nice. Benny.
Wait, he's more of a supportive. but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of more of a supporting though.
He was in half the movie.
Yeah, I kind of go with Keaton too. Yeah, and I definitely loved him more here than I did in his movies. He seemed to be willing to make fun of himself, to take it more lightheartedly, you know, and yeah, that definitely made it a much more enjoyable role and interpretation of his Batman. So.
Okay. Alex.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
All right. Very well. Miss Vicki.
Michael Keaton.
Okay. Bill. I would say Supergirl. I liked Supergirl.
Right.
Keaton had.
I heard she's actually in talks for her own movie.
They're
I hope
trying.
so.
They're
She
trying.
was good.
If she's a main character, Keaton Batman is a bigger character.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then in that case, I changed my answer to Keaton.
Okay, very well. So since we don't really have, I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, which isn't possible. There are very few supporting characters in this movie, so I was going to say best cameo flashback Easter egg, because there's not really a lot of supporting characters in this
I
one,
mean, I already said mine.
which is
Nicolas Cage.
okay.
Nicolas Cage.
That's yours, Vicki.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shocked me.
What do you think, Jeff?
That's a good question. I think maybe Zod.
Zod?
Michael Shannon was awesome. Again,
he was immediately threatening, scary. He kicked a ton of ass. Like he was in 30 seconds, after 30 seconds of being introduced, not the grainy, but when they got to the battle scene, he was already a bigger bad than I think maybe he was in Man of Steel.
And you know what? We already know Zod's backstory from the other movie, so it was really nice. He just kind of came in like a hammer. He just came in like a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine if he liked the character and wasn't just doing it for the money. It would be amazing.
So
go ahead, Benny.
So to me, Zod's not cameo. He's more definitely.
I was going more supporting. I was already supporting.
For me, cameo. As much as I love Nicolas Cage, I still always have that soft spot. And you know, Christopher Reeve and Helen Slater. That was
good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I found that creepy, man.
They look like moving Stretch Armstrongs.
They should have repurposed real footage instead of animating.
That would have worked a lot better. Yeah.
What about you, Alex? What do you think?
Honestly, cameo, I'm gonna have to go with George Clooney.
Really?
Yeah, if I did cameo instead of supporting, I would say Clooney also. I'm voting with you.
And the fact that none of us, I don't think anybody was expecting it, right?
No,
I knew it wasn't Affleck's voice though.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
I knew it was different, right? It wasn't going to be Ben Affleck, but I didn't expect that it was going to be Clooney. You know,
They covered it enough where I couldn't tell it was Clooney, but I knew it wasn't Affleck.
And by the way, then I had to go into this whole explanation and they clarified to my son who Nipple Batman was and all that. And
Yeah, I didn't even bother. I just told Josh he's a Batman too. Can I say,
Sure,
sexiest mother effer? Like he comes out, he is just
good,
man.
Good.
He is Ocean's 11 level of hotness at that moment.
Yeah. I mean, when he came out of that car,
put that thing away, Jeff.
He was definitely, yep.
All right, very well. What about what's coming up next? What do we think's going to happen? We've got 2 more DC movies and then the Superman reboot. Do we want to get into DCEU or just want to blissfully let it fade into nothing?
I wish it would just fade away.
What is it? What did you say it was?
We have 2 more movies and then we have Superman reboot. Do we want to talk about speculation or do we just want to watch this go away and start over?
Just give me Otherworld movies. Can I say that?
Sure.
Like honestly, I think everything in the Otherworld was better than everything in the DCEU.
The Batman,
was incredible.
Yeah, it was great. And
the Joker was really good too.
The Joker was amazing.
Joker 2 as well.
Joker 2, sign me up, Benny.
But I'll say that I just wish. Yeah, I'm still kind of hung up on. I'm hoping that Blue Beetle doesn't just fade away. Aside from that, I could care less about the DCEU.
Just imagine if you do what Jeff's proposing with the Elseworld type stuff. Just imagine what this whole DCEU would have been like if you had somebody directing it who liked the character.
That's true. Yeah, because I've noticed that James Gunn is already working up a way of bringing what's his name
Superman
into his new universe. No, not
Superman.
No, because Superman's gonna be a new actor. No,
Blue Beetle?
No, the TV show that Alex, the show that we love on HBO.
Peacemaker.
Drop off? Oh,
Alex dropped off. I think his phone died.
Peacemaker,
yes.
Yeah.
It looks like James Gunn's already he's working up a way of bringing Peacemaker into, yeah.
So here's what I want. Okay. You know how I'm not quite fully on board with the James Gunn thing? I've got my concerns. Here's what I want. Okay. He even said it on a podcast. He's good friends with one Mr. Michael Rosenbaum. I want Michael Rosenbaum to be Lex Luthor.
You're such a fanboy.
That's what I want. I am fully on board. I will be rowing that boat for James Gunn. Give me Michael Rosenbaum as Lex Luthor.
Did you see who played Lex on Titans?
Yeah. Oh wait, Titans. No, I haven't watched Titans.
Yeah, it's the guy that plays Bosch on the Amazon series. He did a pretty good role.
Michael Rosenbaum. Several podcasts that I've listened to with James Gunn, he says the best person who's ever played Lex Luthor, and that includes Gene Hackman, who obviously is not going to play.
Wow. Yeah.
It's Michael Rosenbaum.
Come on, it's not the same caliber of actor.
Just saying. All right.
He's Smallville. I never really watched Smallville.
I can take care of that for you if you need help. Let me know.
Yeah, I don't think Jeff has that kind of time.
It's so good. Anyway. All right, so we have one thing to end this one, which will be quite fun. And since Fake Alex isn't here, I get to vote for him. So,
see, here we go.
We decided that we were going to rank in order from. Do we want to go top to bottom or bottom to top? Worst to best.
Bottom to top.
Worst to best. Okay, worst to best. So we're going to do this, but since there's so many of these, we're going to do this in a unique way. Okay. We're going to start at the worst movie and work our way up. However, if somebody has that movie higher, we're going to wait. So if we all agree that just pick a movie, is the worst, we'll talk about it then. Otherwise we're going to talk about these things 5 different times.
And we're doing this for Spider-Verse movies,
For
right?
Spider-Man
Yes.
universe.
Okay, got
movies.
it. Got it. So I don't have to tell you
Okay.
that Lois and Clark was the
Okay.
best thing ever.
No, don't have to tell me.
Skipping
Just,
that right
just
away, right?
Spider-Man. Just Spiderman. Okay.
I'm,
So
I'm honestly scared because I think my list might be missing a few things, but oh well.
that's okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't-
gonna bow
I did
out.
not rack the Venom.
You're not
I did
doing
not. I did
I'm
not
I'm gonna
rank the
bow out
Venoms.
because I
Neither
don't
did
remember
I.
all the movies.
Okay. All right. I will start. My worst of the Spider-Man universe movies is a movie that does not have Spider-Man in it. Venom Carnage.
Didn't see it. Can't
Yeah.
elaborate.
Okay.
Are we including Morbius?
Yes, we are.
Mm.
Oh, that's true, Morbius.
Hey, you thought Venom Carnage was worse?
Can I defend
Can-
Morbius for
Yeah,
just a
we're gonna-
moment here?
Can 2
gonna
movies with
defend
zeros
Morbius.
be argued about?
Can I defend Morbius for a moment?
There is no chance. But go on.
Yeah, go for it.
The internet thinks that it is the worst movie of
I'm-
the entire world.
Oh no.
You were
It's
on the wrong
still
internet,
better
boy.
than Thor 2.
Doug, you were at a weird internet. My
No.
internet says it's the best thing to ever touch a movie screen, and they are right.
It's not better than Thor 2.
I think it got a bad rap.
It deserves it.
Yeah,
It wasn't good,
It wasn't.
but there
Jared
are
Leto, I
worse.
think.
But there
I
are
think, I
worse.
think it wasn't Jared
We
Leto that
watched
made that
worse.
movie horrible. I think it
Su-
was
Suicide
what's
Squad,
his
not
name,
the
that
Suicide
played
Squad, was
Doctor
also
Who?
worse.
Mhm.
Oh, who played Doctor Who?
Yeah,
Matt.
the first one.
Matt, whatever his
yeah.
name is.
He's the one that really ruined Morbius. Like, I mean, made it like
Oh yeah.
atrocious.
The director
Yeah.
directed that movie to be that way. Okay. All right. So I will
I'm
go,
just saying it's not the worst superhero movie and it's not the worst DC movie.
but it's
So
the
it
worst
cannot
Spider-Man
be the
movie.
worst movie.
It's the worst Spider-Man
It
movie.
can.
There
It
were-
absolutely can.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay,
There
so we'll go.
were,
Go ahead.
there were plot points that were like absolutely like me and Dad both watched it at the same time. There were plot points that both of us were like, "Huh?
There-
What?"
There are plot points that are still hanging out there.
Sure.
Have
Sure.
not-
The scene
Sure.
of Morbius flying, we were like, "What? Since when?"
Do you need to be reminded about the ether in
no,
Thor 2?
I do.
I didn't watch that because
Yeah.
That's
Because
fine.
it was the worst.
I have a good father.
Is it the worst Marvel movie?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you
Have-
know what I'm going to tell you
Mhm.
is that
Have you seen
Sony
Black Widow?
the only non MCU linked movie that they've done a good job with was the animated films.
Yes,
but-
if it doesn't have
Yeah.
a live, Spider-Man in it. Okay, do we want to get rid of the?
so it doesn't give me a lot of confidence for Craven.
They're
No.
both terrible.
Yeah.
They're both
Do we-
terrible.
Well, I've got all 3 of them down at the bottom. I have Venom, Venom Carnage, and Morbius as
Yeah,
the three
Yeah,
worst.
not a problem.
Yeah.
100%.
So let's not
Yeah.
talk about those. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the ones that are good.
But
think
I
there's
will
10
take-
movies, right?
all 3 of them over Suicide Squad 2016 version.
Honestly, I haven't watched.
Shaz-
Once again, we're going back to Thor: The Dark World. but
Yeah, go
once
on.
again, if the only good review from a reliable source says it cured me of college insomnia, it's not good.
It's not. It's not good. I mean, I'm not going to say it's good.
Yeah, we all agree they're the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By,
Although
by
the
the way,
original
I
Hulk's
used
pretty
to
bad.
think that Tom Hardy was an amazing actor until Venom.
The lobster
He
scene
really-
kind of killed it.
Yeah.
All right. So I propose that the worst of the 10 Spider-Man movies that have Spider-Man in it, predominantly, we're not talking about Avengers crossover movies, Civil War, things like that. We're talking Spider.
Yeah. Getcha.
Is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yep.
Too much. Too stuffed.
I had it at 9.
9?
I had it at 9.
Okay, because it was close to me for the next one, which I have as Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's me
Yeah,
too.
Me too.
I got it the other way around.
I mean,
Okay, so they
Yeah.
were close. I was good with that.
Close enough. Yeah.
that's my list so far.
Okay, and then
By the
above
way-
that, Go ahead.
By the way, one thing about Amazing Spider-Man,
2.
just because we brought up 2, but
Andrew Garfield is good.
Andrew Garfield is
not the problem.
No, he's not the problem. He's probably the most comic book representative interpretation of Peter Parker.
You ready, Benny?
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield was Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, you're right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Amazing Spider-Man 1 above Amazing Spider-Man 2. And no problem there. I'm going to get this is where we're going to start diverging here. I knew it when I wrote the list. My next one, Tom Holland, Far From Home.
Me too.
Same.
Yeah.
What
No,
about
I got Far From Home a little bit higher than that. I got Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire Doc Octopus, as my 7th.
You are smoking crack.
I had just Amazing Spider-Man.
You are
I've got,
not talking about Spider-Man 2 down here.
I've got 2 as my 6. 2 is my number 6.
You are smoking crack too.
Uh-huh.
What is with you people? That's my second movie.
Yeah.
That's number 2.
Number 2
is Spider-Man 2.
Mm-mm.
Factually accurate.
Mm-mm.
You guys suck. You guys suck at this game.
I don't know why, but,
Nah.
but people are very nostalgic with that film.
It's good. Even fake Alex likes it. Don't make me break out my fake Alex.
Oh God, no! I'm sorry.
Michael Fassbender told me.
So what do you have as your worst there? Which No Way Home? Far From?
Yeah.
I'm not that far off.
Okay.
We're at 7. I got it at like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I think of the Tom Holland movies, that one's
the weakest,
the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, believe it or not, if Alex was here, he would have been disagreeing with us. He was more fond of it. Yeah.
But we all know he's wrong. He thinks Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy 3 is the best. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Right. And here's the problem. Doc Ock is amazing.
He is.
In Spider-Man 2. Toby is not.
Toby never was.
Like the whole beginning part with him delivering the pizzas and the
Toby's the worst Spider-Man.
That's why
I agree with you, but I
think
the
I'm late to the theater and the girlfriend doesn't like me, and
honestly,
she didn't like him without the theater.
I know.
Let's be real.
I ranked Spider-Man 2 high mostly because of meme culture and just the whole pizza time whole thing, and the pizza time music in the video game is so good.
The skinny girl across the way with the weird accent. It's not a good movie.
No. So Liam comes in here and goes, "Are you talking bad about my Spider-Man movie?"
It's his age.
That's pretty awesome. All right, so I've got Far From Home and then No Way Home above it.
No,
yeah, I'm there too.
No, God. What?
No.
Listen,
So
you're the one that's smoking crack.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, so you said if we have it higher to mention where?
Yeah.
No Way Home's my number 1.
Yeah, it's for real. That's my number 1.
Yeah.
I have the entire Holland Triverse as 6, 5, and 4.
See, I have No Way Home and Spider-Man 1 close to each other. I could easily be talked into flip-flopping this.
I'm gonna get jumped for saying this, but I have Spider-Man 1 as my 6th.
That's not bad. I have it 5th. That's okay.
I have Spider-Man 1 as my 3rd.
Okay.
Spider-Man 1 meaning the Tobey Maguire, just called
Spider-Man. So you have
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 1 above Spider-Man 2?
I do too.
Yes,
No.
I do.
Did you put any soda in your rum?
Spider-Man, the original Tom Holland movie, was better than the second for several reasons.
Wait. No, Spider-Man 1 is Raimi.
I'm sorry.
And 2 is too.
Yeah. But
they're all Raimi.
Yeah, but you
Tobey
said
Maguire. I'm sorry, Tobey Maguire.
Okay,
Toby.
I got confused.
Yes, Spider-Man 1, the original Tobey Maguire Goblin.
is worse than Spider-Man 2. I agree.
is better than Spider-Man 2
Yeah, exactly.
For-
Yes.
for several reasons, including Macho Man Randy Savage as Bonesaw
Bonesaw.
and the
No, and
best Green
Willem
Goblin
Dafoe.
ever.
Yeah.
Exactly. Willem Dafoe is so
Yes.
amazing in that
Yeah.
movie.
Yes.
I mean, don't get
He
me wrong.
is an awesome Green Goblin if he
Yeah.
didn't have to wear that mask.
Okay.
I
I'll
couldn't
give you
tell
that
when he was wearing the
mask
mask or not.
The one was
He's ugly
plastic,
enough.
and the
Which,
other
by
one
the
was.
way, in No Way Home, he didn't wear the mask because they broke it at
That's
the
how it
beginning.
should have been.
Yeah.
Thank you, fan
And
service.
there was the really weird like Sam Raimi, I have to make it a scary movie like jump scare where Goblin comes out of like the dream.
Mhm.
You just put that on the cutting room floor and it improves that movie.
Okay. You know what else improves that movie? A good Mary Jane. Anyway,
You're not wrong, but she's
Okay.
not important.
my next movie is Across
Hey,
the
Ed,
Spider-Verse.
I have Across the
That was
Spider-Verse
my
as
number
third.
5.
Dog,
I-
do you
I
need
have
to
it-
be drug?
Yeah.
I have it as
Bill-
4.
Bill, do you need to be drug tested or something, or like?
I know. I was agreeing with Alex before, so it's questionable.
I have Across as
have
third.
Across as 5.
Okay.
I have. Wait, hold on. I have Across as third as well.
Well, then why are you complaining? I have it as 4th. There, drug tester.
Excuse me. I, for one, do not do any no snow.
Okay. Very well. Number 3, I have Homecoming, the highest of my Tom Holland films.
No.
So, Homecoming is my 4.
I
Okay.
have
And
Homecoming.
Spider-Man
as
1 was my 3.
Yeah. Hold on.
I have Spider-Man 1 as number 2. I have Into the Spider-Verse as number 1.
I do too.
So and number 3 is
So-
Across.
I have Homecoming as my 6th. I cannot count, by the way. It is my
Into is-
6th.
It's
apparently.
summer. Your fingers
Yeah,
were put away.
Into's my number 2. And No Way Home was my number 1.
Okay, we have the same list then. in that
Yeah,
case.
yeah. I think like if we grouped them by 3s, we would be much more in agreement than we think.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
So since that didn't go over very well, I have a proposal. Best Spider-Man.
Best actor playing Spider-Man?
Who do if we have a Spider-Man movie, which one of the people we've been given so far do we want in the movie?
Where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line at?
have-
Current people
have
who
three-
actually played him.
You have
This
3
is
of them.
not this is not fan casting. You have
No,
4
like-
technically.
Like,
Who? Oh,
like-
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
are we going from Ben in the Spider-Man suit
Yes.
and Ben in a recording studio playing Spider-Man?
We
Or
I say we have at least 3, and whether we want to go into Miles, I have
Oh, no.
trouble.
oh no, because I was gonna say the PS4 Spider-Man.
Who plays the PS4 Spider-Man? I have no idea.
Hold on. It's Yuri something like
Since Yuri hasn't acted in a movie, I will say Yuri is ineligible for our
He's
list.
out. Yeah, stick to the 4.
been across the Spider-Verse, but okay.
I'm go. He is not in any 1, 2, or 3 of the movies, but Tom Holland. His
Okay.
best movie, in my opinion, is 4th, 5th, and 6th. But as an average, that puts him higher than the others.
Okay. Miss Vicki, you're involved in this. Miss Vicki has thrown in a towel. Okay. Benny.
She's still here. She's
I
just
know.
not talking.
I know.
I-
What do you think, Ben?
I'm not. I haven't been following them as much to go ahead and just like put them all in order because I
You don't-
enjoyed them all.
You don't know which one of the 3 actors you prefer?
What are the 3 actors that I prefer?
Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Benny?
Garfield is so close, but yeah, I have to go with Tom Holland just because of the
He
fact
does such a
that-
good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think they also put him in more challenging roles, and we've seen more of him.
If Andrew Garfield was put in the same movies as Tom Holland, I think he would be better.
True.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
The
exactly.
worst thing about Andrew Garfield movies are the movies, not Andrew Garfield.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Best
Also-
supporting? Go ahead.
You cannot deny that Tom Holland's Spider-Man did kind of get the bottom of the barrel when it came to villains.
Can I make a thread statement here before we go on to the next thing?
Yes. I'm looking up Josh's.
Here is my unifying theory of everything we've talked about tonight.
Mhm.
Keaton is really damn good.
He is.
I thought he was good as
That's
the
exactly
Vulture.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
I thought he was great as
Yeah,
the
he was
Vulture.
great as the Vulture.
I
Was.
think he was great as the Batman. I think he was what's the one that he plays, the old the
Birdman.
Birdman. Thank you. The
Birdman, yeah.
Birdman. I mean,
Yeah.
Mr. Mom, Gung Ho.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Sign me
a
up.
deep cut right there.
All right.
Mr. Mom.
All right.
With Terry Garr.
I'm not going to do this on purpose, but Josh, what are you talking about? Tom Holland has, of these people, he's got the best of the villains. I'm looking at this list.
Jake Gyllenhaal was excellent.
Big
No,
Gyllenhaal
I'm
was
not
good, yeah.
talking. I'm not talking actor wise. Just like, yeah, how.
Like Vulture and Mysterio
Yeah,
are not
Vulture,
as
Mysterio.
important as Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus.
They're Sinister Six people.
No, and not only are they Sinister Six, but the thing about the movies that was great is that they are actually kind of lame in the comic books, and yet in the movies their interpretation is really well done and kind of elevates the characters.
I mean, I'm looking at Andrew Garfield. He got the Lizard, the Pre-Goblin, the Rhino,
I mean,
the
Electro,
Goblin, and Electro. Not exactly a.
Andrew Garfield got the suck of the suck.
I believe so. I believe we're very much negative pressure there.
Those versions kind of remind me back with the throwback to old Batmans, where they're almost comical characters.
Pretty much.
Now, one of the reasons that I love No Way Home too is that it kind of redeemed Andrew Garfield and even kind of redeemed Jamie Foxx a little, who was like probably one of the worst villains.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Not his fault. Again, not his fault. All right. So once again, I believe we ranked our Spider-Man movies. In general, I think that we agreed. We had a few shuffles there, but in general, most of the Spider-Man movies have been pretty good. Most of the Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man have been horrible. And now we've got Craven coming.
Yeah, no confidence at all.
Eh.
Very, very troubling.
Oh yeah. Also bad. I don't know if this was a fake out or something, but Bad Bunny's El Muerto movie.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. See, that I think is what's kind of upsetting about Sony's strategy. It's like, really? You got this pantheon of characters and that's what you pick? I mean,
Madam
they could have done
Web.
They could have done Black Cat, they could have done Silk, they could have Madam Web.
Why wasn't Madam Web in Across the Spider-Verse? That's really the key.
Because they had better selection choices.
Yeah.
She's getting her own thing. But yeah, no. Like with every new villain movie, it gets me more fearful for the obvious Sony Sinister Six that they're trying to build up with Vulture and Morbius.
For the fourth time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see the Rhino in the Craven trailer?
Have they released Craven trailers?
Trailer?
Craven trailer, yeah.
I didn't see a Craven trailer.
We gotta see this.
I saw like Craven test footage or teaser.
No. Craven trailer.
Oh.
Well.
And the Rhino's in it, and it looks scary.
And please, come on, Bill. There's no way he could be worse than Paul Giamatti's.
Paul Giamatti
Rhino
is such a good actor, though.
Oh, he is. But
what did they do?
Like we've been saying about everything. It wasn't his fault.
No, for sure.
Yeah, but once again, the Sinister Six is gonna start branching off to something wild. They're gonna make like a Stilt Man movie.
It might.
Can I just interrupt really quick and say I apologize to the podcast for going off and talking about the Keaton movies without mentioning Johnny Dangerously and Beetlejuice.
I was going to say Beetlejuice. You left Beetlejuice out, but I got
Beetlejuice.
distracted by Josh's.
And Johnny Dangerously.
I know.
It shoots through schools.
Multiplicity.
Oh,
Multiplicity, God.
Yeah.
Keaton for King. Can I not see Craven? Can I just skip it? Is that okay?
If you want me to, I can. I will fall on the sword and I will go preview it for you. And I have sent Benny many texts, especially when his little ones were very little, and it was babysitter worthy or not. And I was like, no, save it. You're good.
Here's the question: what month is it going to come out? Do they have a release date?
I think they do. I will look it up.
Because like during the school year, my time is a little bit more precious. In the summer, I'll go see just about anything.
And
October
Craven's
6th.
He's not a bad character. He's been in some good storylines, but
we just have no faith that this movie is going to be in.
The trailer looks
and
good.
He's not an interesting enough character to have his own movie.
They totally changed the character.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer, Benny?
Morbius made sense. No, I haven't seen it yet. I will, and I do like Aaron. I like the actor. I mean, we'll see. I know I'm going to see it regardless, but
so apparently he gets his power from a lion, blood.
Huh.
I'm getting Morbius vibes. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
I'm with you.
Craven, obviously a good character. I mean, they're definitely a good character with a lot of potential. And once again, I hate bringing this up, but we know there's potential for Craven because he's going to be a sub-villain in the new Spider-Man 2 game. But yeah, a whole movie about him is not it.
You ready for who plays?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Craven's father?
No.
And
Russell Crowe.
You're warming me up a little bit.
Who?
The guy who played Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think he was about 2 or 3 Zeuses in that movie, but that's just me.
Okay.
And you know what really
By the
just
way,
stops. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, since we're talking about other stuff too, if you haven't given it a try, there's a podcast called Marvel Wastelanders
Or Talkville.
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 Yeah, they're not bad. It kind of taking like the concept of Wolverine, Old Man Logan,
Mm-hmm.
and going in that vein, but audio. So
Really?
yeah,
That could be fun.
it's good listen in the car. Yep.
Awesome. You know what? You know what also concerns me? So I've got this October 6th release date for Craven, and guess what? They give me as a palate cleanser in February 16th, the 2 days after Valentine's Day. This is what they come up with.
I'm ready.
Madam Web.
Yeah, that's what I said.
God.
Is that going to be animated?
No, that's live action.
I don't see how that would work.
It's going to be so hard. Yeah.
Madam Web has never even had has she ever even had her own comic book?
I think they just put one out to try and. I think they just put one out, like a little mini series, just to support this impending debacle.
There's
DC.
I had higher
Spider-Man
hopes for Morbius.
exclusive characters.
So can I ask a question to the comic book faithful? Because I am not a comic book faithful. I did not read comic books since the day I was 4, like you two, you 3. Alex not here anymore, but we'll pretend he's here.
I'm right here.
Is it possible that superhero movies, comic book movies, I wouldn't say superhero movies, that comic book movies are past their peak and need to recess for a little while to reset themselves.
No. I think Marvel's having trouble with the blip, a change in leadership structure, and that change in leadership structure going for a volume approach to an artistic development without.
You're saying it's Kevin's fault?
No, I'm saying it's Bob Paycheck's fault.
Interesting.
But your question is one that keeps coming up more and more.
Everybody wants it to be.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be. Like I said, I think the what DC Otherworld, Otherverse, whatever they call it. Elseworld. Thank you, Elseworld. I think the DC Elseworld is very strong. I think the Marvel television series are very strong.
I think a part of it is a little bit of the internet negativity momentum. And they're looking at it. If you look at the number of, and this is just my opinion, if you look at the number of truly great storylines across just Marvel or just DC, we could have decades of good comic book movies if they're done well.
What is the best movie that has come out with the multiverse as a concept?
With the multiverse?
With ever since we've taken this turn into the multiverse, what's the best film out there?
Spiderverse.
You're wrong. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh no, I meant of the comic books. Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they are
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, they did very well, except for the whole bagel thing, which got a little old.
But what I'm saying is their concept outside the comic book world might be what we need right now.
Yeah, but there's so many really good storylines that could be done.
Sure.
I mean,
but the corporate greed and the machine that says must have superhero movie is killing it.
The conveyor belt stuff.
Yeah,
of the throwing out is just bringing down the quality.
The artists have left. Those that love and understand the characters are now getting taken over by the bean counters and the who's the sexiest person to put in the suit this week.
But I'll tell you, Marvel can definitely get an injection of new blood with Fantastic Four and the X-Men. Unfortunately, it's taking very long. And I understand. I mean, to get something good.
And it had to slow down with the strike.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they canceled their Hall H at SD San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. There was going to be a rumor. There was going to be a Fantastic Four casting announcements were going to be made. There were going to be some more movies being announced, and now everything's up in the air. They've had to delay Daredevil. They've had to, anything that's not in the box done. Deadpool, I think, even got delayed now because they're arguing over whether Ryan Reynolds can in quotes, rewrite his character by improvising because he's the writer of the movies and the writers are on strike. So technically he can't do that.
Oh, that's a sticky wicket.
Right. So the strike is not helping. And if you remember, the last time there was a strike, it killed off Heroes, which was a good show
Great
going
show.
in, and then died. Like if you're talking like one of the best first seasons.
Oh, amazing. First,
Really
one of the greatest first seasons of all.
Right.
And second season was
chopped and died. Smallville got affected. Virtually everything that came out in that period of time got affected for the worst. And this writer's strike has gone on for, I don't know, we're probably looking at 3 months now.
Yeah.
It's not good. So, well, let's end on a positive note.
Sorry to bring the podcast down.
I know.
Wait, I think I have a good idea for some eye bleach, but basically they have announced that there's going to be a Spiderverse animated style Silk movie.
Yes, they have. Yep.
That would be great.
That's got a troublesome
character.
It's got some troublesome aspects to the character, though, Mr. Oliveras.
I was always a fan of Miles, and Silk to me is also that's like those two characters are the best thing that's come out of the Spider-Man bullpen in a long time. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely more interested in a Silk movie than I would be in a Black Cat or Anya Corazon Spider-Girl movie, you know? Yeah.
Well, there's really only two reasons to have a Black Cat movie. But I'm worried about Silk.
Go ahead.
When she gets near Spider-Man.
No, tell me. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. Some of us don't know this character as well, so go ahead.
I don't know. You can
I know.
continue.
Dad, I'll explain it to you after.
Is it dirty?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it goes back to Roller Girl. Roller Girl.
Oh, got it.
Dog,
Yeah.
it's every time she sees Peter Parker.
Every time.
Every time, just.
Yeah.
So we're talking about an adult content here, huh?
Silk.
Silk is a ninja-like female Spider-Man.
She's been in Tom Holland's movies already. She was a background character.
She was.
But
not as Silk, like her human counterpart.
Her human
whatever.
character, yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know. I know that there is controversy around the character. I know that there is.
Apparently, there is a Spider-Man pheromone or Spiderverse pheromone that she is proficient in. We'll go with that.
Well, to me, what's actually more controversial is the whole totem thing.
Yeah.
Right. They've never explored that in any of the movies. In the comic book, it's not even that well
understood.
They bring it up every few years and then it goes away. So that I think is more divisive. Like if they try to bring that into the storyline.
Okay, I got to wait for us to get to a positive ending. Okay, What comic book arc would you like to see? Pick one. Anything you're aware of. Could be Marvel, DC, Image. Don't care. Could be Invincible, Benny. Anything you want to see in the movie.
You read my mind, dude.
I know. I'm with you. By the way, I have Invincible casting rumors if you want to get into those. Anything?
Give me a moment.
Josh, you have one?
I don't think so. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay. Miss Vicki?
I don't have one.
Well, so much for bringing this thing up.
No, I have one, but I don't know if it's what people want.
All right. Well, since I know what Benny's
you
is,
start it, and then I'll get yours. Go ahead.
Since I know what Benny's is, I'm gonna even upgrade you. Okay. Do you want to know who's been rumored for Debbie Grayson for Invincible?
No, who?
Sandra Oh.
Oh.
Really?
You're gonna love this one. Rexplode.
No. Who?
Tony Revolori. He plays Flash, and he's also in the Willow TV show.
Oh, okay. Anything for like the I'm guessing the main characters.
They're all here. Tell me who you want. I can do Amber.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I can do Amber. Yeah. I could do the Immortal. Has been rumored to be Hugh Jackman.
Actually, that works really well because the Immortal's supposed to be like he's supposed to be Abe Lincoln like in the future. So Hugh Jackman could do the beard. And
then Adam Eve is supposed to be Sadie Sink from what is that? Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
The whale.
The red-haired girl from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would work.
Okay. And then let's see who else. Bella Ramsey is for
sign me up with anything Bella Ramsey does, by the way.
Monster Girl.
Yeah. So did anyone ever see the Powers TV show?
Yep.
Not yet. How is that?
Yes.
It was it's like 5 years ago, right? I mean,
did that get back out again?
Is it back out again?
It is.
Yeah.
I would like to see someone do Powers the right way.
I got this one.
Yeah.
I got to go back for Benny. I got to interrupt 1 second.
Go on.
Omni-Man.
Who's Omni-Man? Who plays him?
John Hamm.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, I've never seen John Hamm with a thick mustache. And
Yes,
the
you
thick
have.
mustache. Where?
He's got a beard on like half of his shows now.
No, but no.
Oh, you want
Omni-Man
the J.
has-
Jonah Jameson?
Yeah.
He has that thick. Yeah, exactly. Jonah Jameson.
You want
almost
a
like
porn stash?
A porn stash, exactly. I've never seen John Hamm with that, so
I've got
Wait,
confidence in him.
I missed a chapter. Are we talking about a new season of the show or a live action thing?
Live action.
live action.
Ooh.
Live
Live
action. Yeah.
That'd be
Okay.
cool.
All right, I've wasted enough time.
I just said it. I want someone to do powers like HBO did The Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
To do it real, to do it gritty. Because the
wow.
HBO Watchmen, I'm a huge Watchmen fan in general.
You're talking the series, not the movie.
Both.
Okay.
Both
To be
are
honest
great,
with you.
but the series, yeah, I'm with you, Jeff. I'm a fan of the movie too, but the show was amazing.
The show was amazing. Exactly.
Yeah, I would have loved a second season to that. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll ever happen.
Even
but it was
even
amazing.
it didn't even have to be a continuation. I could have taken like one
It-
season, another series. You know,
Yes.
put Watchmen.
It could have been
Yeah.
as equally separate
Yeah, go do
as
Owlman.
the
Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Reese Man. What was he called? What was the slippery guy's name? What do they call him?
I don't remember the slippery guy.
The guy who Lube Man from the HBO series. He like dumped the oil on him and then he slid. He was the best character.
Yeah.
Okay. I missed it.
No, but-
I'm not placing it for you, man.
Okay.
Sorry.
That was in the show.
It was in the
I saw the
HBO
show.
show.
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
it.
Lube
I-
Man.
I don't remember. Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to go watch it again.
Go watch
Jo-
it again.
Josh, you got one?
It's just something I want, and also something that I think that should also be mentioned because it's both a combination of video games and like pop culture superhero stuff. But I'm just gonna start on something that I would personally just want to see.
Hmm.
I've said it before. I'll just say it again. Doctor Doom. Anything.
Okay. I like Doctor Doom. I can go with that.
And something that the half video game, half movie stuff.
Mhm.
The leaked roster for the next Mortal Kombat game, which
Mhm.
Mortal Kombat has started to have like crossover characters,
Mhm.
has leaked that they're gonna have Homelander from The Boys,
Yep. I saw that.
Ooh.
Omni-Man,
Mhm.
and Peacemaker in the game.
Those are three very different strata of superhero powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One is going to be meat. Miss Vicki, you got one?
That's
No, I do not. I'm bowing out.
Well, that doesn't help me. Thank you. I have to edit whether you say it quietly
No.
or loudly.
I know.
All right, so Miss Vicki, I agree with you. I think you were rooting for a good version of The Last Airbender. Very good. I think that
There
would be
you
great.
go.
You're holding out hope
wow.
that The Last Airbender, a live action that's being filmed right now,
No way.
turns out to be good for Amazon.
I googled just to see what it was. So go on.
So
Sorry, I was.
Go ahead.
I googled. I didn't realize Powers had 10 episodes.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I don't think I saw 3 of them. I might have to go watch. So I apologize if that Powers actually was any good.
So you may have
And
only
I
seen
thought it
Pow.
was 2 seasons, Jeff. I thought it was 2 seasons, no?
I don't remember. I would have said it was in the teens.
Okay.
But
I'm looking it up now. I see season 1, 10 episodes. I don't see a season 2.
Let's go to
I thought it was
videotape.
2 seasons, but yeah.
All right. So, Bill, what do you think? Well, what I would really like to see is finally a good live action version.
Wait, can
Yes.
I say something about the Avatar: Last Airbender live action?
Sure.
Because that's already happened before, and the last time that happened,
Oh, it
I
was
now
terrible.
have nightmares. I now
Oh.
have nightmares.
Oh no.
It was absolutely terrible.
I have nightmares now.
Confirmed second season of
Yeah,
with 10 episodes.
it was too. Yeah, yeah. It's
Every time I
but
close
but
my
you're right.
eyes.
It
There's
would be nice
there's
to have
20
a good
20 total
interpretation.
episodes.
So Bill, there are two things that it's not stuff that I want to see. Well, I'm sorry, not stuff that I'm wishing. It's stuff that I was wishing to see that now has been confirmed that that's going to happen. One is that they're actually introducing the Authority in the movies, and
Ooh.
I'm a big fan of that I think of all the crap that Jim Lee created,
Mm-hmm.
that was actually pretty good.
What, you don't like Wildcats?
No, Wildcats was not that great.
You got to say though, it was
Yeah.
pretty. He draws amazing.
It was pretty, yeah.
Anyway.
He does.
All right, so here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. I've said it many times. We've done these podcasts. I think I may have said it on every single WOOT that we've ever done. Phoenix Saga needs to be done.
You
done
have
the
said
right
that.
way. Done the
Mhm.
right way.
The right way. Not X-Men 96, which is fantastic.
But do you think
God,
they have
did they screw it
confidence in it, though, Bill?
With if Kevin Feige,
'Cause-
I do.
Because they flopped it twice already.
It feels like 3 times. It was so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so bad. Anyway, that's what I want. That's what I want.
If they do it right, yeah.
That's what I want. All right. So we've got we got a little bit of a dry spell coming up, but hopefully we can get this thing done. And
Well, I don't know. We're in the middle of
secret invasion.
Secret Wars, Secret Invasion. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're about to get what's Star Wars is coming up, right? We're gonna have
Andor's coming.
Andor's too, and is in the
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Yeah, Ahsoka's coming out first, right?
I don't remember the order.
Ahsoka,
I think Ahsoka's
Yeah,
first.
Ahsoka's coming out. So that's some good content right there. We also have Josh is very excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's
I kinda
coming
wanna
out.
see that too, Josh.
All,
Yeah.
all my Boy Scout friends, we've kind of signed like a blood pact that when it comes out, we are all seeing it together.
Josh, bring the brown pants. That's all I'm saying. He's never seen a scary movie in his life, I don't think.
No.
Hey, listen, I got a friend
saw
who's gonna
Morbius.
try to get me.
I have high hopes for the Indiana Jones movie. Am I the only one?
Your hopes will be bashed against the rocks.
Don't tell me
you know
that.
what? You know what? Do me a favor. When you watch it, text us if it's worth going to the theater too.
I will. I'll throw it
You'll
out
be
there.
the
Bill
sacrificial
will
lamb.
see it before me. He
The
sees
Crystal
everything.
Scroll.
I'm on the fence right now.
In the remember when we said Star Trek used to have the odd even rule?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me proclaim that Indiana Jones has the same rule.
Well, it
Yeah.
needs one more data
Odd
point.
and even.
It needs one
By
more
the
data
way,
point.
I mean, just talking general Indiana Jones, how great is it that, the actor in Everything Everywhere All at Once, after a 20
Like
plus
27,
hiatus,
22 years of being in anything.
Short
God.
round.
Short round, yeah.
and he was so amazing. I mean, wow.
And did you see him interacting with Harrison Ford
At the
Yes.
awards.
at all at the awards shows? It
That
was
so cool.
touching, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
All right.
Now we can end on an
Powers.
up.
I have to pay $1.50 for every Powers episode.
2 seasons, 10
Oh.
episodes each.
No,
Is
not
it
that.
worth it?
No,
Wait.
on through your PlayStation, you can
Trust me.
watch it for free.
Trust
Oh,
me.
I can?
Trust
Okay.
me, Benny,
Yeah.
Benny will hook you up.
No,
I
wait.
can
Is
do
it
that
is it
too.
worth
Don't say that.
$1.50?
No,
I
wait,
don't
don't
know.
say that.
We got
And
PlayStation.
$1.50 an episode or $1.50?
$1.50
total?
an
If you
episode.
have,
Benny,
On
take your words
Amazon.
back, please.
Benny, fix it.
I believe if you have PS Plus, you can
We have
can
that.
watch it for free.
I
We
do,
have that.
yeah. We got PS Plus.
Yeah.
But Benny,
'Cause
Benny,
it
please
was
take it back.
It's not. It's you're gonna be disappointed. It's
I
crazy
know, but I
because-
have to see it.
Yeah,
I'll go to lunch with Benny and I'll send you a disc. It'll be fine.
Powers is a great comic book, by the way. And then they had an amazing actor. You know, the South African guy. You
Charlton
would have thought that
Charlton Shortblow
yeah.
or something. Copley. What's his name?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, it's the Brian Michael Bendis superhero police procedural show that was great comic book, right? I mean, everything I've ever heard about, I've read some. I read a few of them, and to me, it was right up there with the Watchmen, the thing that I read. So,
Charlton Copley. Couldn't remember.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until we woot it up again, and looking forward to it. Hopefully, we'll have a surprise.
I got my fingers crossed that Blue Beetle is going to be so amazing that it'll merit something. So we'll see.
You want to hear the biggest prayer to having a Woot episode soon?
Yeah.
Just imagine the text thread just blows up because we need to have a Woot episode over the Barbie movie.
Yes.
By the
Josh,
way,
tell him your thing. Tell him your thing.
Okay, so my plot. Since Barbie and Oppenheimer are releasing on the same day, this is my plan. I'm gonna buy tickets for both movies, and then switch movies in between so that I can learn the story of a Barbie girl in a Barbie world trying to invent the first nuclear bomb.
Oh,
Isn't it ridiculous that they're advertising the movie with the Barbie song by Aqua, and they sued Aqua when the song came out?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I believe it or not, I've got an 8-year-old daughter, so I have to go to the theater to watch it.
Oh,
so,
that's the reason you're going, Benny. Just stop.
Look.
Benny. Just stop. That's the reason.
secret.
I had to
I'm
go.
seeing it with
I'm sorry, I had
Benny.
to go.
I do have to go, but
Benny.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it with the boys, so like, I'm seeing it with the boys.
Yeah,
I-
that's the reason you're going. Okay.
Let me throw one more thing out there because we're all going to go see Oppenheimer. We're all going to go see
That's
Indiana Jones. Some of us are probably going to see Barbie. Don't sleep on the live action Little Mermaid.
no, I know.
was
Good
it
flick.
'Cause
It was
They
decent.
did a really good job with it.
Okay.
Me
Yeah.
and Jody are going to go, Bill.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I got
Also-
nothing for that
also-
movie, and I love
Did-
The Little Mermaid.
Did you go see it?
No,
You see everything.
I do,
I-
but I didn't see it.
By the way,
Very much.
the first Pixar movie that I'm not going to the theater to watch is Elemental.
I heard it
I'm
was
not-
good.
I heard that it's good, but not like in the pantheon of Pixar movies.
Oh, no.
Like
I-
that. Yeah.
It's
I
like
have
Good.
I have a group of friends who all love animation, so I think I'm gonna just see it with them. But also, since we mostly brush over Oppenheimer, I found out how they're apparently filming the nuke effect, and as a film student, this is it's personally kind of interesting for me. But they buried 10,000 sticks of dynamite and set it off.
It's like a 5 megaton bomb.
Yeah, that it looks like that. So that's why I would want to see it. Because it's interesting in a film thing.
I've heard the movie's a bomb, but that's just me.
I'm a fan of everything Christopher Nolan does, so I'll be there. So
Had to end on a good dad joke.
yes,
I just haven't had one yet.
There you go.
that movie's going to go down like a submarine full of billionaires.
Wow. It's a little soon.
Is it? Are you
don't
sure?
know. Maybe.
You haven't been on TikTok then.
I've
It's never too soon.
yeah, we can talk about if you want to get into why that happened. But anyway, very well.
Yeah, if only we had a ceramist, a
That's okay.
material scientist.
Yeah.
Ah.
Anyway, thank you everybody. Thanks for coming on. Another Woot should be fun. Josh, let us know how Fast Times with Freddy with the Fast Five Freddy.
Five Freddy never mind. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, probably a good movie. I will go full film critic if there's one detail wrong.
All right. We will have a 5-minute episode on Fast Times with Freddy.
Let's go.
If Phoebe Cates is in it, we will come back on for that show. That's
Oh
fine.
yes,
They got
we
Matt-
will.
Whoa, hold on. Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson. All right.
Another movie my son has not seen, for the record.
Not the same as Phoebe Cates. Sorry to say that for you there, Josh.
Yes. Go on.
Okay.
Wrap it up, Bill. We're waiting for you to finish.
I know we've tried this like 5 times, but we keep going off.
I know.
Benny,
We
thank
ended
you.
half an hour ago.
Jeff, thank you. Vicki, welcome back, and thank you. Josh, always a pleasure. Thanks, everybody. This is where you say thanks.
All right, guys.
Thank you. I didn't know if we were quiet time.
Go.
I was waiting for like everyone get quiet. Okay, good night.
God, that was the longest ending ever.
Kept going.
I know. Vicky's like, I'm out. Damn you.
I know. I'm so tired.
Why are you people still talking to me?
I'm sort of looking at the clock. We started like 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah, so
Good luck putting this one together.
Yeah, no. This one will be out tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
He ran out of power?
He probably checked out. Yeah.
Michael Massbender came by and I had to go.
Oh, whoa. Oh, my God. Forget the podcast.
That's right. All right. Thanks, everybody. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Do you want to get into the
Bye-bye.
physics of what happened with the submarine? I can do this.
Oh, we know, right? I mean,
we already
everyone
know.
is saying basically.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey. What's up, Bill?
Not too much, sir. How you doing?
Not bad. Long time no see.
Yeah, no. I gotta get down there sometime soon.
Or I should get up there sometime
Yeah, that
soon.
too. Either way, both works. It's been a long time since we did lunch.
Yeah.
Pre-plague. Did the file
Yeah.
Did the file come through?
Yeah, file came through.
Okay.
Just came through.
Well, I didn't say I gave you a lot of time. I just, So we're looking at Vicky's ceiling and Alex's ceiling. Okay.
Oh shit, Alex is actually on. I was sure he'd be flaking on us.
I know. He was going to be on whether he was here or not.
Yeah.
That looks like a mug I respect.
Yep. Got some bourbon and some soda in here. Figure make it go smoother.
You can keep the bourbon. I just like the size.
Yeah, I always forget you don't drink at all, right?
No.
Mm. Yeah, trust me, it's not too much in there.
Probably like a quart or something, half the glass.
Gentlemen and lady.
It's gentlemen and ceiling, sir.
Oh,
There she comes.
Oh, dude, you got like the creepy
He's going for a Dutch
that,
angle.
like, camera angle that yeah.
the creepy what?
That's a long list. We don't have that much time.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you're talking about something creepy. I got a lot of things I can bring up. What are you talking about?
Well, that's not a buff.
Alex, did you get the file?
Let me check, because I
Is that-
hadn't gotten it when I got on here. Let me see.
You really only need to list the Spider-Man movies so you can rank them. I mean, you'll do it wrong anyway, so what's the big deal about?
I'll definitely do it right. Much
I
righter
sent
than
you guys
than
my
Big Ben.
rank, like,
Bill.
yeah,
No,
I sent you.
I don't
sent
think
mine
I
a
don't
while
think I
back.
have it. No, I don't have it, Bill. But I have
Well,
I
if
have
you-
mine.
you're
I have
fine
mine
if-
written down.
You're fine if
Do you have Venom and Carnage on there?
I do not. You want me to add those?
wait,
Yeah, I think
are you serious? You're including those?
Wait,
those
no,
are Spider-Man.
hold on.
I mean, that's like by
I haven't.
Well, in
I
that
haven't
case-
seen. I
it's
haven't
the
seen
problem.
Morbius,
Yeah, in
so
that
I
case,
can't.
are we
I can't
including
rank that
Morbius?
because I haven't seen Morbius.
In that
Oh, I
case-
forgot Mobius.
Yeah, in that case,
Yeah.
are we
Oh,
including
boy.
Morbius? All right, well,
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Josh,
Bill,
turn your mic up a little bit. Is there a way? You're very soft.
You just have to be like within like a mile of it. That would help.
yeah, just get close to it.
There you go.
Is your dad setting up the other one?
I'm gonna tell him that we have to include the Venom stuff.
you totally messed it up too, because without the Venom stuff, it's actually perfect 10. Yep, top 10. It goes to 13 if you include the 2 Venom movies and Morbius.
Oh, I know. What the hell is the guy's name from Morbius? Can't think of his name.
Jared.
Jared
Leto.
Leto.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, but by
He's
the way, I've had
he's having-
people ask me. He's having difficulties.
Yeah, he's having trouble clicking the link.
Does you need it sent again?
You need it to be sent again?
Tell him if anything, just to copy and paste it. Yeah.
It's his keyboard. He'll
Oh.
be there in 1 second.
All right,
Gen-
I
Gen-
added the 2 Venom movies. We're good.
You can't imagine how many people ask me what DC character the guy from the trailer for Craven was from, and I'm like, no, that's a Spider-Man character, and nobody had any clue where he was from. So
You know that dude is supposedly the front runner for the new James Bond.
I've heard that.
he
Vicky,
seems too young.
He could be
Seems
pretty
too
good.
young.
Yeah, he's pretty young, but he could be pretty good.
And yeah, he seems a little too well. It's like you're kind of going back to the debonair, good-looking James Bond rather than the one that's more like the book, like Daniel Craig was.
You mean the coke and meth addict?
Gruffier looking, which is more like what Fleming just saying, right?
He was pretty good in Bullet Train, and that's kind of what I'm picturing.
He
He
was-
looks good.
he
Looks
was
good in the
good in Bullet
suit.
Train.
And like, I don't know, can kick some butt.
Well, I think Craven could make or break him.
Who was good in Bullet Train?
Aaron
Taylor.
Taylor Johnson.
All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah, he was decent in there.
Jeff Wakeman.
Wait,
Hello.
You made it sound like you weren't a big fan of Bullet Train.
I actually quite like Bullet Train.
Me too, man. I
Yeah.
thought it was
I
really
liked it
good.
too.
I mean, there were a lot of people on Bullet Train. So when I walked in and you said he was good on
Yeah.
Bullet Train, I didn't know who you're. And it took me a minute going, wait, which one was he?
Yeah, no, he was pretty good. What was he? Tangerine or was
Tangerine, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody got the
And
file?
I'm glad that they kept.
Go ahead. I was just making sure
No, I
everybody
was
had the
just going
file.
to say I'm glad they kept Bad Bunny to a very, very small role.
I wish they'd kept him to a non-existent role.
What was Bad Bunny?
He was the
he
wolf.
was a Mexican
Oh,
assassin.
the wolf. Yeah,
Yeah.
He showed up and died like
Yeah.
the second he showed up.
I like the way he died. That was really good. Bill,
All right.
I missed the last podcast.
Hold on,
Guardians 3. Where'd you rank it? As like your favorite MCU movie of all time?
No, I believe it was bottom half.
Oh, God.
Bro,
Bill,
hated
you're
it.
so full of it, dude.
Well, Bill hates Guardians anyway.
At this point,
probably
he's just
sooner-
doing it on purpose.
I don't hate them. I just don't like them.
Vicky,
He's doing it on
Vicky and
purpose.
Jeff, what were your opinions?
Oh, on the Guardian movie, I loved it. I love all things Guardian.
Okay, so here's
I thought it was
Vicky
great.
knows what she's talking about.
Here's my problem, right? It's not that I hate it. It's I don't like it. And on a Marvel scale, a movie where you don't like it's going to be towards the bottom because the Marvel movies, up until recent times,
It's
have
not
been-
that I hate it. I hate it.
have been generally good. Well, if everything else
I
is
don't
an
hate
8
it,
and it's
but I
If
just think
everything
it's
else is
really
an 8,
bad.
if
You know,
everything
I
else
just-
is an 8, a 6 is not good.
I
I
just
don't
go
hate
in
it.
there for the feel goodness. I go in there for the music. It's just
Wow.
you always kind of leave in just like happy.
If it was a DC movie, it'd be towards the
No,
top.
seriously though.
Oh yeah, don't even bring up
Seriously,
DC.
A 6? But a 6?
I'm just
Come
saying.
on, man.
Which
I just-
what are we discussing? I just got back.
I'm just saying.
You gave Guardians 3 a 6.
I don't know if it was the best Guardians movie. How about
It
that?
wasn't.
No, but I don't think it's a 6.
Yeah. He basically said, I don't hate it, but it's the worst thing to ever touch a movie theater screen.
No, I said listen, you put Guardians in DC, it's going to be top 5. You put Guardians in Marvel, it's going to be middle.
Well, was it Benny or Alex who asked? I didn't have the
Alex.
screen up.
Alex.
It was Alex's left
Alex,
nostril.
here's how it went. Bill went like this. It wasn't like it was in the comic book.
Oh my
Oh, the
god!
comic book was better.
The
They
comic
just
is so
they
much
changed
better.
the characters. It was like emotion. It was on a screen.
You know how Bill is with emotion.
Oh man!
Listen.
But Bill, honestly,
Adam Warlock
they
was a waste.
conserved a lot more of the comic than a lot of the other movies. I mean,
Adam
70s Adam
Warlock.
Warlock. That's exactly what he was.
That's what he was like
He was
in the
70s Adam
70s.
Warlock.
I have the
Yeah.
70s Adam Warlock. He's
He-
not.
He
I
was.
do not have the comic book background to defend one side or the other, so
No,
I'll just let y'all argue.
He would just
Bill-
die over and
Bill's
over,
more-
and keep coming back, smarter
Yeah.
and stronger.
It,
And
but,
that's it.
but when he started, he was naive.
A child. He was a child.
He was kind of like a child. Yeah.
He
So
the excuse of
I think what they
it's-
did change. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
the excuse of it's not like the comic books is like one of my friends saying it because it's just because he said that about the Marvel Zombies episode of What If. He said it wasn't like the comics, and I literally looked at him like, "What did you expect?
Yeah.
Half of the
Yeah.
characters aren't even in the MCU yet."
Yep.
So here's a funny story. So we did not get a chance. We've been pretty busy. We didn't get a chance to see Flash until last night. My wife was like, should I go? Should I not go? But we have the Regal pass. She's like, well, it's $1.29. I guess I'll go. We watched the whole movie. She's like, I've never
That's
seen
nice.
any of the movies. I've never blah, blah, blah. She goes to all the Marvels, but she'd never seen any of the DC. I don't think Josh has seen any of the DC. We get out and Josh says, hey, Mom, 1 to 5, what do you give it? She goes, an 8. And we're like,
Wow. Nice.
So then Josh says, I give it a 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5,
4.1.
4.1. And then we're like, she goes, oh, I thought we were doing out of 10. Like 10 minutes. We're like, how did you think the movie was that good? It wasn't. And 8. She thought she was doing out of 10.
But you know what? An 8. That's actually that's a pretty good rating still.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
4
absolutely.
out of 10. I think that's realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 2 spots here. We got who wants to do the summary review for Spiderverse and who wants to do the summary review for Flash.
Spider-Verse.
I'm
it
just
twice.
gonna ride along.
We know.
I've seen Spider-Verse twice.
Josh, we got to go short.
Short. All right.
Like 3 sentences. Because at this point,
Sentences?
everybody's seen it.
So you're doing Spider-Verse? Josh?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's got Flash?
I'll do Flash if you want me to.
All right. Very well. Are we good to go?
I'm ready.
All right.
Look at this.
Right.
Look at this. I made notes, everybody.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
He's
I
got
made notes too.
he's one step away from red yarn on the wall. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like a beautiful mind writing on there.
All right. Very
But
well.
really, it was just because I couldn't remember, like, in order what years and which Spider-Man was which. Because they're all Spider-Man,
Yeah.
colon,
Yep.
blah, 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 blah. So I didn't want to, I wanted a cheat sheet in front of me.
All right. So you guys good to go?
Yeah.
Ready as ever.
All right. Very well.
Ready as ever.
All right.
Ready.
So we'll go alphabetical. So Alex, I guess. Let's see. Who would be next, Jeff or Josh? Oh, look. Thank you, not Jeff.
It
Kill
would be
it.
my dad because if it's alphabetical.
You go in order that you see it, Bill. We'll take care
Well,
of
I can't. You
Oh.
guys.
Dad's-
it. Oh, you're giving us, are you putting it in the notes? Because we're not going to follow unless you put it in the notes.
All right. Just talk over each other like we always do.
fine.
That'll be fine.
Ha, ha, ha.
All right. Very well.